skull shrine.
True.
Yeah. Speaking of taking people's bones.
Welcome to the next episode of Art of the Roll. Oh, I can't hit it.
Hey, guys.
No.
Headlong into Art of the Roll!
My soundboard had like a 5-second delay. So, we're just going to get through some quick announcements. First of all, from the depths of Art of the Roll chat, with the wee people comes to our stream, Crits and Giggles! Say hi, Crits.
Hello.
So he will be a special guest taking up one of the NPCs this episode. We shall see who that is. And then, on top of that, we have all of our music comes from Tabletop RPG Music on Patreon. Check them out. I think both Enigma and Greyhide. You want to start, Enigma, with what you have to say?
Yes, I have a movie coming out within the next couple months. It's called Leanne. It'll be on Amazon Prime if you guys want to check it out.
Awesome.
Amazon Prime deal.
Yeah.
And then, did you, Mark? Did you want to bring up your stuff, or wait?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of shooting a movie right now. So I shot. I'm writing, directing, and acting, which is the first time I've done all of it. And now it looks like I'm actually doing post-production and editing. But we have an amazing cast and crew, including our own Fitzjeffrey, Mike Masurkovich, and Enigma. Jessica, we offered a role to Alpha, but we couldn't come to terms on the business side of things. But the movie's going to be fantastic. Really excited about it. We're going to be shooting this Saturday and Sunday, and then going to be releasing it. So I'll have more to announce about that in the future.
I may not have been able to be in it, but I will watch it. I will go see it. If there's a premiere, I will be there.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's exciting.
Awesome. Then the only other thing I have to mention is, or actually, Crits and Giggles, do you want to announce anything? Did you want to advertise your channel or anything like that, or not really?
It's to be determined and continued at the moment, but eventually we'll get there. But I had a game with some friends, and we put a couple on YouTube and streamed them on Twitch, and like 3 people watched them. So if you want to go and laugh at me and my friends make terrible jokes and be terrible at D&D, you can go ahead and check that out.
That's the essence of D&D.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Also,
We can definitely share your channel though. Have them check it out. Wait, Crits, did you make that Excel spreadsheet?
Yes, that was my D&D Nerd Bible.
Okay, so I actually looked through its entirety, and I was
wow.
It is awesome.
Now you keep playing one of his games. You'll know all the secrets.
I mean, I did not retain it. Yeah, but it's been I don't know. Rena let us look at it. Sorry, guys. He created.
The life of a DM is notes, and more notes. And I'm probably one of the least organized, and Crits and Giggles is much more organized than me.
I don't know how organized you are, but I am not organized. And
my organization is I put a date on a Google Doc, I write out some stuff, and then next time I have to write something, I put a date on a Google Doc and write out some stuff. That's my organization.
Sorry, I kind of cut out there.
It could be worse, Yeah. It's better than nothing.
But I do want to thank Cleege112. Thanks for following. Creville Creations. Thanks for following 5 hours ago when we were offline. Great. And nope, not gonna happen. Whoever this is, thank you for following. So
Georgia,
yeah, thank you. Georgia.
Maybe it's French.
Jean Valjean.
Hey, is it cool to make fun of the name of a person who just started following us? I think that should be our thing here on Art of the Roll. Like, everyone who joins, we're going to make fun of your name.
Do you think Crits is gonna giggle whenever he crits?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just George. Oh, George. Excellent. Also, I just want to say, Rena is correct. I am out of town. I'm coming to you live from Kincardine, Ontario, in the middle of nowhere, and I forgot my purple face paint. So just
Well, your
picture me
internet connection seems
slightly-
much better anyway. So
Funny enough, we've got
Yeah.
better internet at my grandparents' cottage than my house.
oh, and you just froze as I said that, so I feel stupid.
Yeah, so did you. It's really, you have a really awesome frozen face, but
Oh, and Malia
oh,
just
now it's
left.
fixed.
Just vanished.
So we'll be doing with that ongoing.
I had an awesome frozen face.
No, Greyhide, you just dropped.
Darn.
But Greyhide's frozen face looked like that. It was pretty great. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the intro. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Hey, does everybody else say boom when it goes boom?
I do. I'm still.
Yeah, I do too.
Typically.
I
Yes.
just go like that,
Oh,
but nobody nobody sees it because
I didn't know that was
Say-
a thing, and I did it. So
I like
I
it.
also say, don't forget
Thank
to
you, Red
click
Baron, for
and
joining.
like, and see you next week.
Mm.
at the beginning
Yes.
of our stream.
Yes, I like to start every show with a nice, lively. See you next week.
Yeah. But since you said it, do remember to follow if you happen to be tuning in and not a follow already. Unless you hate us, then go follow someone else. So, last time on Art of the Roll, the episode started out with Enigma, Fitz, and Greyhide in the bar doing various things. Greyhide drinking his woes away, and Enigma starting her date with the guard from Castle Lantern, who they're going to try to replace later. And where were you, Fitz? Oh, you were the dwarf in the corner, acting as a dwarf, to watch the scene in case something goes on. Meanwhile, I forgot
Alpha.
her name. Fig. Oh my God.
Oh.
Fig was up in the top loft, doing her own thing, making some poison arrows, when a beholder zombie, as you found out, showed up. And a fight ensued, and some things got disintegrated. I think the entire bottom floor of the loft got disintegrated. There's a hole in the wall. There's a hole in Fitz's armor, and lots of disintegrating going on. But you eventually did defeat it with a giant divine smite, as it usually goes. From
And
there,
a variety of other attacks.
and a variety of other attacks. Yes,
All the
that was just the final blow. From there, the guard from Castle Lantern was like, "What's going on?" And Enigma went full psycho on him and told him he's a terrible date. He should have followed along with them and all this stuff. And he started to walk away. And the rest of you are like, "That's not the plan." And so you knocked him out and shot him with arrows. So that's fine. You put him in the basement, which shall now be called Troll Skull Dungeon, because you have 2 prisoners down there now. So that's also fun. You tied him up this time pretty well. Fitz put a little blanket over him. Let's see. Fig went outside now because her loft was destroyed. Found a park. Found the raven that follows her around, but she couldn't speak to it. She ran out of spells, so she decided to sleep there in the park. Fitz, in the morning, went off with a little trip with Felric, off into the city, going up different rooftops and all this stuff, and finding a nice little area that was just Felric's, and now also Fitz's area. They had a nice semi heart-to-heart talk, in which they found out that Felric's relationship status was it's complicated on Facebook, and from there, Fitz learned some new innate drow abilities he didn't know he had. Also, what happened was Fig did talking in the morning to the Raven, found out the Raven doesn't remember much, but doesn't like the Red Wizard either, and has been following her around for a long time, but it doesn't know how long. Lastly, in the morning at Troll Skull, Greyhide, after a night where Greyhide was helping Enigma hang pictures or fix shelves, or other activities, he woke up to Enigma doing something in the closet. After figuring out what it was, trying to figure out what it was, Enigma yelled at him to get out. And so he left with, at first, not his armor and all his belongings, but he went back in later and got him and has all that now. But I think that is where we left off with Fitz on the way back to Troll Skull. Alpha still in the park. Enigma, you're just now coming down from your room, if that's what you want. And Greyhide, you're in the tavern area.
Oh, did we get a long rest?
And you did get a long rest, so you can go on your sheet and
I think
put long rest.
Fig was headed towards the
Thank
Enclave.
God.
Last episode, at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
That's right.
Very good.
So, let's start with, as always, the tavern area is effectively built now. You could open Angelo's whenever you want at this point.
Yes. Oh, speaking of Angelo, I'll just get him ready.
Then let's start with Alpha and Fig. I mean, Fig/Alpha. You're heading towards the Emerald Enclave. You're heading down into the South Ward, where the Emerald Enclave exists, where it resides. Sorry, I'm bringing up the... Okay.
I look from around me from afar. The Raven, is he following me from a distance?
Usually I'd have you roll a perception, but in this case he told you that he would from a distance. Okay. And so yes,
just
along the
making
building, you recognize him. You wouldn't be sure it was him, other than that he said he was going to follow you.
Okay.
You're heading to the Southern Ward. It actually takes some time. You go to the street with Volkamir, which is the name of the garden-like area where the Emerald Enclave is. Something that you would have noticed before, but it kind of stands out, probably should have mentioned it before, at the end of the street, like a block away, you actually see two large towers, one taller than the other one. Some of them kind of at crooked angles and stuff that go up into the sky. But that's at the end of the street. Volkamir's at the beginning. You turn into Volkamir with the familiar walls with moss and ivy on the walls and an opening there. Through the opening, you see the familiar Melanor, the starting to age half elf who seems to be sweeping along some stone path there. As for everybody's remind everybody, this place is walls encasing a garden with trees, shrubs, stone pathways. Buildings are covered with moss and ivy. It looks chaotic and overgrown, but puts kind of the beauty of nature on display. What is Fig gonna do?
I approach him while he's sweeping.
Okay, you approach him and he looks up, not surprised, not startled or anything, and says, "Oh yes, welcome back."
Hi, I need to speak. I need to speak with your
Jailith.
Jailith. Yes,
Folklum.
He said I could come find him if I needed help.
Oh, well, not to misgender, but it's a woman, but that's fine. Yes, Jalen! She's here to see you! And he just kind of starts yelling it to the sky. Thank you... And I hit the wrong thing. Thank you, Adrian Bloom! Oh, hey, that's the guy staying with us. Thank you, Adrian Bloom, from the other room that's in the living room.
Thank you, Adrian Bloom.
Thank you, Adrian Bloom.
Thank you, Adrian Bloom, and enjoy.
What a nice name, right?
It is. You just want to say
I heard that. I'm like, that's not real.
Like Orlando Bloom,
right? That guy's not real either.
I mean, Fig would like a Bloom name.
Yes. Has he ever played a druid? I bet that would work for him. Does he even like gardening? Does he get that all the time? I'm sorry.
But we could digress. Eventually, you hear the voice echoing over the garden. Yes, my child. What is it you would like to know?
I need a little bit of help. I'm
Melanor goes back to sweeping.
Is it safe to talk here?
You are always safe in this sanctuary.
Okay, so I need a little bit of help. A long time ago, I was taken by this red wizard, and I've got this amulet so he can't track me, but he still appears in my dreams once in a while, and I have this raven who's kind of following me around, and I think the natural order of things seems threatened, and I'm not sure what to do about this and how safe we are, and I didn't know if you had any insights.
I know this raven that you speak of, child. Unfortunately, the price of power, the price of goddesshood, restrains how much I can play a role in the world. The raven is but a bird, but I can sense a bond to you. A bond strong enough that it will never leave your side. It will never forget your scent.
My memories are blurry. Why are we bonded?
I'm afraid I can't answer that. I can tell you it does radiate magic, but I can't tell you more.
Is this amulet enough? Am I still being followed?
The amulet does prevent scrying. Anyone who would try to track your location cannot. Even now, I can't sense you. Only hear you.
So, these dreams, they're just...
They are probably dreams. I sense no magic on you right now.
Would it be... What if I took off the amulet for a moment?
Then he would be able to sense you again.
But would you be able to tell me more about what's happening to me?
I cannot. I am sorry. There are rules, even to us, the most powerful, the semi-deities. We cannot violate them.
Okay. Well, I thought it was worth asking, I guess. So what do I do for this raven? He seems shaken. I don't know why he's following me.
I cannot tell you why he's following you. I can tell you he is magic of some sort, and the bond is strong to you. And possibly not even related to the magic.
Oh. Okay. We were experimented on, and I'm not sure what. Okay. I guess there's nothing more then.
Before you leave, let me give you one last thing. And when you hear that from her voice, there's a tree next to you. Thank you for the follow, Red Baron. He was here before, so thank you for coming back and following. That's actually our friend Matt.
Thank you, Red Baron.
An acorn. An acorn falls from a tree and lands on the ground right next to you. And you see these roots and vines that come up from the ground and encase it, and they grab it and start to twist or bind around the acorn, and eventually they break away, and what's left is a little wooden trinket with an acorn of its center, and it seems like it's fused as one piece now. This is a boon I can give you. It is called a Charm of Restoration. And she'll explain. You can feel the knowledge of what it can do. Technically wise, it has 6 charges. 4 charges can be spent to cast Greater Restoration with it, or 2 charges can cast Lesser Restoration with it.
Okay. Oh. Thank you. I feel like this might help.
Just so you know, you also know that Restoration, it would have actually allowed you to unparalyze yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I put it on. Put it in my backpack, and thank you.
You are always welcome, though I am sorry I can only help you so much.
No, this is plenty. I have to go back to my friends, I guess.
Well, thank you, Matthew, my friend Patrick. Thank you for subscribing for 2 months now with Prime. Thank you.
Whoa.
Just a reminder, anybody who has Prime on Twitch, you can subscribe to any channel for free. If you're not doing it to someone, make sure you're doing it to someone, even if it's not us, because it's money Amazon keeps otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I thank you, and I start to head back.
Awesome. Then let's
I kind
switch
of
to...
wave
Okay.
to the guy who's sweeping.
He's like, yes. Oh, bye. He sounds a lot like the detective. You then, to go back to, you have Angelo with you?
I do.
Yeah. Angelo sees a curious thing happen. Greyhide would see this too.
Hmm.
There's a dark elf appears to walk up to the window of the tavern. He looks in, looking through the window. He's wearing
It looks like a dark
tailored,
elf.
Yep. He's wearing nicely tailored clothes, a maroon-colored vest on a purple shirt, and tailored pants held up by a red silk sash. He looks around for a bit, doesn't seem to find what he's looking for, and starts to idly pace back and forth on the porch. You don't have to do anything with that, just
Okay.
that's what happens in there.
So it's a dark elf pacing around on the porch. Okay. That's an interesting fellow. Could be
Yeah.
a customer. Are dark elves very rare in Waterdeep, and would Greyhide know, or is it sort of a big deal that dark elves here? Are they like dangerous?
It's rare.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of at all. In the time you've been, you see them, like if you were to walk through the trade district every day,
Okay.
you'd probably see a dark elf every day.
So conceivably, this might be a customer, and no reason to be
Yeah.
suspicious of.
Right. I mean, plus, one of your best friends presumably is a dark elf, have a dark elf. So like, you think you'd trust?
I
him
thought you
more
were a
by now.
drow, or is that the
That's-
same thing?
That's the
Same thing.
That's the same thing.
I thought so. I wasn't sure. Okay. All
But
caught up
Greyhide
here.
and Angelo would refer to him as dark elves more than they would drow.
Oh, hey, look, he's a drow over there. Oh. Okay.
Enigma.
Well, yeah.
You finished that
Very conventional.
that shrine, that ritual, that connection that we talked about.
Right.
You do feel that you have that connection.
It worked.
Do you want to go down to the tavern area, or do you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna go down to the tavern
Awesome.
and
Okay.
have a drink.
So you see Angelo and Greyhide there in the tavern.
Good morning, Enigma. I'm just about to have breakfast and coffee with Angelo. Can you make some coffee and breakfast? What, right now? Yes, please.
Hey guys, what's poppin'?
Nothing much. Just enjoying a beautiful day, and
A beautiful day.
you look great.
Thanks. Do you want to have a mimosa?
Yes, I absolutely. I get two mimosas, assuming you want one too.
Double mimosa for me.
Double mimosa.
That's a
You know this. Okay. I'll get a double mimosa for both of you.
About this time, Fitz, you start heading back.
Yes.
You see the figure on the porch walking back and forth. It doesn't take any type of perception roll. You recognize Jalal simply by his clothes, even when you're far away.
Jalal is in my father?
Yes.
Holy
What?
Oh, okay. Well, that's unexpected. I look in the mirror. I adjust my hair. Do I look like I just spent the night on the roof? Hello, father. What in God's good name are you doing here? How did you find me? I was gonna send a letter, but I didn't. You killed me. You almost killed me. Your little note almost got me killed. Your little note got Chet killed. He died in my arms. You're gonna have to tell his parents that I buried him by the side of the road. I can give you the address. What the bloody hell are you doing here?
I came looking for you, my son.
Oh, that's good. You know, might have killed my child. Better go see if he's still alive or not. Really, you just came looking for me? Is it?
I heard of the accident, and I came to come find you. I needed to know the truth.
Well, I am still alive.
No.
Thank you for.
I can see that.
Yes.
What looks like doing well. Maybe a little bit haggard, but doing well.
Yes. Well, made some friends. You know, opened a tavern, as one does in Waterdeep, when one has friends. How's Mum doing?
She's all right. She misses you.
Oh, does she? Oh, that's... Well, to what do I deserve that sort of treatment? Would you like to, how are you coming in, or...
Is this a customer, or would you like to come in and make you something to eat? We got a customer, right? Got a beautiful restaurant here, Angelo's!
Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that through the window. That's our, we have a chef, he's Italian, I think that makes it better.
It's from a place called Sicily.
Father, before we go in, so what was the note that pretty much had my life nearly terminated? What the hell was in that note? What were you thinking? They obviously knew you were sending it. What were you sending to people? Haberdashery? Really? I need a haberdashery? That was it? That's what you had?
I don't know if I told you that, Crits, but
I don't think
the
so.
instructions were that he would have to drop off the note at a haberdashery and say a certain thing to the haberdashery, and the haberdashery would take it from there and take it to the Underdark.
There were
Haberdashery
instructions.
for people like that are hat makers who don't know who that is.
Yes, I know what haberdashery is, but thank you.
Look at the crowd.
There were instructions, and I could only trust you to deliver them. That's why I had you deliver them. So
what was on it, to the point that a pirate murdered everybody that was there? What are you sending to people? Are you a spy? Are you some kind of spy now? My God, you've been a spy the whole. My father is a secret agent for the Underdark. Is that what this is? I feel like I'm on a reality television show.
What's a television show?
Somebody talked about it in the market. I don't actually know what it is.
One of those screen portals that show you some type of far reality?
Probably.
That's when the writer's strike happened.
Exactly.
That's Father, are you an agent? Who are you working with?
I am.
If you don't remember anything, Crits, just let me know, and I can fill in any blank.
I may need a little bit of a fill in here. I'm happily reading very quickly.
That note was you sending a warning to a particular woman in the Underdark about the plans of Jarlaxle. If that's ringing a bell.
Yes, okay. I had to warn someone in the dark of Jarlaxle's plans. A woman I don't want to see them hurt.
But Father, you've gone at quite great lengths to illustrate to me how horrible they are. You don't want to see.
Oh, they're awful.
Some
They're
changes?
awful, but doesn't mean changes. Yes, but somehow this seems worse. This seems too extreme of a change, and there are some good. I don't want to see them hurt.
I see.
At least that
Heh.
change is needed. I don't think they're willing to accept.
Right. Well, I thought so as well. Do you know, I'm thinking about abdicating from my position as heir of the trading company.
Is that so?
Yes, well, you and your mother run it anyway. It's not like I do anything. I'm just your ferry boy, and we saw how that turned out. I almost died, so... Yes, I'm thinking about...
That's... I would definitely give that more of a title than errand boy, but your mother
Father,
and
I
I
want to be
won't
an adventurer.
around forever.
I want to be an adventurer.
Okay.
I've got friends. I've been helping them do stuff. We save people, and we fought a devil
And
the other day, and it's great, and I love it. And I've never felt more alive than this, and I don't want to go back to the family business.
By the way, Greyhide, Angelo, and Enigma are hearing this, and Fig, you're starting to approach back now, and you see these two talking in front of the tavern.
You fought a devil.
Yes.
So close? How do you beat a devil with clothing?
Well, oh God. Father, do you remember you told me about the female presence that helped you when you were trying to leave the Underdark, and that saved you, and that brought you to the light? Do you remember telling me that story?
Not to interrupt, but Holty822 redeemed channel points to make Enigma give the finger to someone.
Oh, that's good.
When she gets back, I'm sure she'll give the finger to all of us. Not to me, of course. She never gave the finger to me.
Father, do you remember those? Do you remember those stories? Because
I do.
I met. Well, she's real, and I've met her, and she and I have spent a fair bit of time together, and I summoned the rapier that she formed for me. I summoned it in my hand, and I said, well, she gave me this, and
and it just appears like in a purple flash. Phew, a rapier appears in his hand,
and
He takes 2 steps back.
I'm getting
Okay.
I'm getting better at using it, and I made a friend who's a drow who showed me how to lift in the air, because you never showed me that one. And
We can do that? I'm kidding.
you would have known. Jarlau would know that there are drow that can do that. You've never really focused on it, as your craft has always been around doing the innate magic to be able to shape stone and weave clothes through your innate magic. But
I will say
you're
that is
aware that some drow know
unlargeable.
that.
it's not it. Well, so anyway, so that's what I've been up to lately. How long are you staying? Are you probably leaving shortly on urgent business to renegotiate some sort of contract, aren't you?
I have some time. I won't be in your hair forever. I definitely wanted to make sure you're okay. And it sounds like if you have a true Italian back there, we can get some food and something to eat.
Yes. Well, I suppose you probably want to meet these friends you've heard so much about, hey?
Please go on. Let's see who are the right
As I
level of
approach, I took my bow out because I don't know, what's happening. Who's this guy at our door?
Oh, yeah.
And we've had just so many intrusions. Like, I don't shoot, but my bow's out.
Okay.
Oh well.
Fig approaches
First,
the boner hand.
do I have to perceive to see whether or not I see her?
No, you see Fig coming up with her
Yeah.
bow in her hand.
Oh, I'm
She's
not
not
trying
like pointing
I'm
it
not
or
hiding.
anything.
It's
but
more like being known that we've just had our house under attack twice recently, and some other random person shows up. So,
But I will say,
Right.
Fig, you are observant, and you notice someone else approaching in the distance that you recognize. It looks like Rainier is coming towards the Troll Skull Manor
No.
Oh boy!
from another direction.
Oh boy!
Oh, Father, this is Alpha. Alpha, don't shoot this drow who is my father. So she's one of us.
Father?
You know, yes, this is
And
my.
Didn't he try to kill you?
Not directly, not intentionally. He sort of
Not precisely.
not precisely. He just sort of
Well, this one seems low.
So
she's
we're okay
great,
with this
yes.
right now?
I'm trying to make my peace with it. Yes. You know, he hasn't apologized for almost ending my life, but that's just our family. You know, we don't talk about emotions very much. Yeah, come in and meet the others.
One of your other pals is on the way, it seems. I guess it's just must be brunch.
Yeah, and you look back, Fitz, and you see Rainier. Once she points it out, you see Rainier approaching as well.
Oh,
Seems
I
to
look
have
at-
some type of bag over his shoulder.
that's
I kind of walk
strange.
in past Fitz's dad, and I just kind of stare at him, untrusting, make sure he sees, but I just keep walking.
Alrighty.
Father, why don't you go in with Alpha? I'm just gonna chat with someone just super very
Enigma,
quickly.
while you were away, somebody paid to make you give the finger to some. So once we all come to the restaurant, you are allowed to give the finger to anyone you choose, anyone of your choosing.
I actually can I see Angelo right now?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, by the way, here's your mimosa. You got the two mimosa. I made myself.
Angelo, that was very slow service, and I asked for a double.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Does
you
Fig
know, I've seen worse. You know, give
Yeah,
me
Fig
your
would see
best
it.
shot. I
Come on, top me up a little bit, babe.
I've had customers for over 25 years, and so you give me the finger, a big deal. Mwah, I still love you. Okay, next time I bring you a double. Yeah.
Give me a little top up, thanks. Love ya.
He's a good sport about it. You know, he gave him the finger. He's not getting all sore about
He
it.
was alright.
So, Father,
That's how she tests friendship.
the one drinking who's a man is Greyhite. He's our paladin. The one who just
I am
gave
a man.
Yes,
Yes,
the one
I am
The one
a
who
man.
just gave the chef the finger and is looking a little bit pale is Enigma. She's our Enigma, and I'll be right back. And I close the door and step outside.
Oh shit! No talking, only singing, and for some reason it doesn't have the updated only for 1 minute because I reduced the amount.
Oh no!
So this must be your
have to
father
sing.
figure, right? I don't know the rest of the words of that song.
Did
I'm just trying to
this
think of.
to
So this is your
us.
father. This is amazing. We've heard so much about you. And why did you try to kill him?
The rest of you see Rainier walk through the door. No one was really waiting, so he came in himself. Sure.
I hope these are paying customers and not just relatives who expect a handout. Seriously, is anyone going to pay? Running a business here. Hi, Rainier.
Rainier, it's so lovely to see you. My father's here. This isn't a great time. How are
Pray
you
tell,
doing?
why are you singing?
Oh,
Why am I
there.
singing? I bring gifts from Mert. He told me to give them to you so you don't get hurt.
Presents, I love presents.
I also love rhyming. That was very nicely done, Rainier. Good timing.
I think
I realize
1
I
minute is
forgot to
over.
shift back into Alpha.
everybody sees Fig.
This is so
Oh, don't
awkward.
worry, Father. She's a trustworthy changeling.
And song time is over, 'cause time is up. Right?
So
Huh.
Rainier opens the bag and he doesn't really know who to give it to, but he goes over to the counter and he takes out what seems to be a pair of boots with these wings on them. a red and maroon cape that he puts on the counter, and this ornate-looking dagger. It looks like a kind of a wicked half-moon dagger that comes to a point with the engraving of a snake going down the blade.
Oh, my goodness.
And he says, "My good man Greyhide, Mert told me to tell you about a certain dwarf in the market district. I will show you where he is. His name is Torton Grumbleguns in the market, as I said."
Torton Grumbleguns, I love it.
He
Torton Grumbleguns.
owes Mert a favor apparently, and he is willing to upgrade your armor for you.
Wow! Yes, I absolutely will see him. Enigma,
Mini
maybe
tavern
later
music.
would you like to join me on a walk to visit this armored dwarf?
Yeah, I'll totally come.
Oh, cool.
Probably
It's no
already
big deal
has.
either way, but that'd be great.
It's no big deal? Okay.
No, it is a big deal. I mean, but if you decided not to go, I mean, I'd be totally cool with that too. But it's better that you are coming because I enjoy your company. Got 2 more mimosas.
Yay, mimosas!
Smooth.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm reading the chats about how bad our singing is still.
Oh,
So that's
Yep,
why.
they-
Getting
That's
they-
why,
negative
yet
comments in
they
the
still pay
chats
for
now,
it. I don't know.
that's why my
Wow.
father is so silent. You know, he's got a terrible singing voice. Yeah.
But just a reminder, he did put boots with these wing emblems on them, a cape that is, as I said, it's more of a red than maroon with some type of gold filigree going around the edges of it,
Oh.
and that dagger.
I stop what I'm doing and walk over and inspect the cape for quality.
Roll a well, you don't. You have dice.
I do. Of course I
Yeah,
do.
roll a d20.
Okay.
Give yourself like a +10 because this is like your life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
he'll actually start going through them, and he'll say, "Well, he did tell me what each one does. Thank you for asking." And he pulls up the boots with wing emblems. He says, "These are wing boots. They can actually make someone fly for some limited time. Let's see. We have the Cape of the Montebank. This guy, it can do something that I can't remember because I have to click on it and go to it."
Father, how's the workmanship?
For 24, I'll let the DM tell you.
It's actually really good. Probably not as good as some of your top quality stuff, but it is premium quality, top tier, made for nobles and such.
It's definitely not shite. It's not as good as my stuff, but it'll do. It's something you could definitely put on.
It's high praise. That's high praise.
Absolutely.
So,
And this is the company you keep.
Rainier, this is my father, who, as you can see, is related to me, and this is Rainier, who, as you can see, comes bearing gifts, as he does when he comes.
As they should.
Yes.
he'll explain that the cape, you can put it over you. It does not require attunement. And once per day, it'll let you cast Dimension Door, which is something that allows you to teleport up to 500 feet away.
Oh my god, flying boots and a teleporting cape.
And then the last one, he says, this you have to be careful with. This is a Dagger of Venom.
Oh.
Basically, once per day, you can activate it, and it will put a lot of damage into the person in the form of poison.
Well, Enigma, you like to stab people, don't you? I mean, from behind mostly, as I recall. Because just because you're sneaky. That's not a weird thing. I don't mean like from behind. I mean like you're behind them and you stab them. That's all I'm saying. Do you want the dagger? It seems like a you thing. I'm just saying.
And in battle, I mean, it's a good thing to be able to sneak up and fight an enemy.
She
I
kills
see, that makes
many
sense.
people that way, and I mean that in
and bugbears
a
she's
positive
killed
way.
that way. Yes.
Yes, that as well. All of these positive things.
Oh, what good time. An Enigma must give the finger to someone.
Well,
she doesn't say
I'm
anything. She just brings up her fingers at both of you.
do you want the dagger or not? I'm sorry. I'm just saying, do you want the dagger? You're doing this in front of my father, okay?
What I'm saying is, if I was a vampire, both of you look pretty good to eat right now. I'm
Don't
not a
worry,
vampire,
son.
If I was.
It's expected
Is that
of elves, so don't bother. That's what their attitude normally is like.
Whoa! That's
No.
I don't know if I appreciate that.
Careful, father.
You don't have to, kid.
Fitz, you're gonna be my stepson pretty soon. I'd shut your mouth.
What does that even? You're going to marry my father? Or
What's up, Daddy? You're his dad?
Oh God!
How's it
No,
going?
please. No, this is not. I don't like this.
For an elf, I'll give her credit. She just has a sense of humor, so.
Oh boy, this is
Yes.
Really, he is a wealthy businessman.
Is this what everybody calls brunch?
I lean into Enigma and I say, if you sleep with my father, not only will I be very uncomfortable, but dear God, don't turn him into a vampire. I can't have him around forever.
Your
breakfast sandwiches are served with extra tarragon for everybody.
Angelo!
And I put a little bit of extra tarragon for you, Fig.
Oops.
Please do not roll for orgasm on my father. You know, I'm just going to stand between the two of you, and
Mustache, let me get a cappuccino, please.
My name is Angelo. My
Yes,
mustache
that's
is
what I
my
said.
finest feature. It's not my name, but yes, I'll get you a cappuccino, extra frothy.
Yep, with an espresso.
Yeah, right there. You want a cappuccino and an espresso?
Yes.
I just follow Angelo.
I can show you the espresso machine works. It makes the extra frothy so beautiful.
Oh,
Just
I
like
would-
you.
Angelo. Okay.
Are all your mornings...
That's the espresso machine noise.
Oh, so powerful.
Oh God.
Rainier says above the noise, are all your mornings this eventful and awkward?
No, not well. I've already got a cloak, and I've already got a dagger, so I'm just going to take these boots. All right, I'm just going to take these boots. I mean, I take these boots, and I put them on.
Okay. The boots will... Let me see if they require attunement.
You can already
boots...
levitate.
True.
You don't know
But
that.
Now you can fly.
But also, I've got a cloak that protects me, and
Just FYI, the cloak, you don't actually need to have it on you all the time. I mean, you wouldn't be able to use it in an emergency if you don't, but you can always just put it on and then teleport and then take it back off.
Do you know, Alpha, you like to shoot things. What if you could, like, shoot something and then teleport to somewhere else and then shoot it again? That would be useful, wouldn't it?
That could be pretty useful.
I don't know.
The boots do require attunement, so you'll have to take like an hour or something to get them acclimated to you.
At some point.
And basically, they get you can fly up to 4 hours with them at once or in parts. You can only do a minimum of 1 minute at a time, and they recharge 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's freaking cool. All right. I mean, unless someone really wants to fight me on the boots, but like I'm telling you, Enigma, there's this dagger. It's perfectly you. It'll let you stab people venomously, which you do in your sleep anyway. And and Alpha, you can teleport.
No, you don't have to put it that way, Fitz. She likes daggers and she uses them in combat. It's just,
Well, I'll take
So
the
just
dagger.
for Patrick asking the question, yes, anyone who says Xanathar in the chat will be entered into a competition to be able to give me a Hero Forge link, and I'll print it. I'll get it painted by Tim Tinies, who's awesome, and he'll ship it directly to you.
wow.
So that's going to be
Whoa.
ongoing for the rest of the stream. I'll bring it up a couple more times by the end.
Xanathar.
Someone says
killed for the boots.
Enigma is taking a shot, by the way.
Oh, yes, look at that. And
Angelo.
Crits and Giggles, who is yes, also anyway.
I just paid for my own shot, but I was thirsty.
also, Fig has to do an insight check on someone for some reason.
Oh, here we
And
go. And that's
yeah,
gonna
and-
be on Rainier, because that guy, I don't know.
Can
What are you trying to
somebody-
read from him?
Can somebody give Fitz a
Just
shot?
if
Because
he
dear
has,
God,
I feel like he might, something else that he might be here for besides giving
Oh, okay.
gifts. Might have some information or, you know, he's just kind of standing there. Like, I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And also the word that you say in chat is Xanathar. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's the word you say to win the free mini.
Mr. Jaleel, here is your espresso and your cappuccino that is going to cost 9 copper.
18.
Feel free to tip.
Oh God, Angelo, this is my father. Can we please just not do this?
Angelo,
But yes,
I'm
I'm
just
getting
not-
him his 2 beverages, very fancy beverages. He's not even gonna pay me. That's just typical. Typical.
Angelo, this bottle's,
DM, do you want
bottle's
Miami?
almost done. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna, like,
you would.
finish
You'd
it.
oh, nice. Go for
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Okay.
Angelo,
you would.
right?
Enigma just
Go for
drains her beverage.
Well, Fitz has to take a shot too.
Oh God, do I need one?
2 of them, in fact.
2 shots. Well, I pull out
and
my little
also-
flask and I say, "Well, Father, it's so nice
Whoa.
to have you here."
and a 3rd shot for Fitz.
Jesus Christ!
And in the meantime, Fig rolled an 18 on my insight check on Rainier. I don't
Let me
trust
bring
him.
up the log real quick. I didn't have it up because I wanted everybody to see my awesome look. The miniatures are now stacked nicely, isn't that?
Wait, where's the
Over
head
here.
of
Very nice.
Indiana Jones?
Over there.
Here he is.
I did ask for it. Thank you. Nathan. I will drain my bottle.
And then we got the game log, so we can see that it's not updating. Okay, there it is. Awesome, 18. Yeah, you can tell Rainier's a little, getting a little impatient. He's the type that would never bring it up. He's a little Canadian like that, but he's, you can see the passive aggressiveness of starting to get impatient and wanting to get on with the rest of the conversation.
I kind of approach him, and I guess he's never seen me as Fig, has he?
No, probably not.
Oh,
He
you
says,
wouldn't
"Oh, who are you? I don't think we've met. Your clothes look a little familiar, I think."
The name's Fig. So, what are you doing here?
Well,
There,
Mert
you
said
want
something about demons needing help. You had questions for me. I'm afraid I'm
Yeah.
here to answer whatever questions you might have, according
You-
to what Mert said.
But he also said he would send someone to actually help us fight it.
Yeah, here you go.
Ah, he's
And you
great
see-
in a battle. This guy can fight.
No,
and you see
he's-
Jalal move 2 gold over the counter to Angelo. And yeah, you would have like, I didn't say it yet. I don't think Jalal would probably have like 50 to 100, let's say 100 gold on him.
Well, thank you. You're a very good customer. I take everything back I was saying about you in the back room. I was saying all sorts of terrible things about you, and I take them all back. And
I only took back half
things I
of
said
what I
about your
said.
mother, too. I'm sure your mother's a wonderful lady to raise a boy like you. Mwah! You're nice
I-
too, Fitz.
Thank you, Father, and I take my 3rd drink as I stare helplessly into space.
Oh. So, it doesn't say who redeemed it.
Oh.
Oh,
Redeemed.
oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
What? Yes, I redeemed it.
The
Redeemed
next
what?
NPC must be called Gilgamesh Smashingsworth. The third
And
And
emperor.
I spent 1,000 points on it, so you know that's I want to get my money's worth. Gilgamesh Smashingsworth the third.
Excellent.
So we can all sort of hear everything, right?
So,
Yes,
Rainier,
I'm
what
going
do
to
you-
go to Rainier.
What do you got for us? So, who are the Castle Lanterns? And you've been in the city long enough, I'm sure you know a little more about them. What can you tell us?
Thank you, Dubst3Pin, for subscribing. That's awesome. Free Prime.
Yeah, we got a
Yes.
subscriberino.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, what I know about the Castle Lanterns, I'm afraid I might not be able to say too much more than you already know. I didn't realize he was sending me here to talk about that.
Well, what do
Whatever
you know
he
about
told you is more than
devils, then?
I probably know.
Hmm.
Well, I know a decent bill. Actually, how much does it? I haven't even brought my dice out.
Tough stepping.
Rainier.
I know a
must know
decent bit
something
about
if you're-
devils.
All right. Well,
Oh, hang on a second, Fig. Rainier.
why would they?
So, Mert, we thought that you might know something about your late father's agent, Ishtapesh.
Oh, yes, he did mention you want to know about Delacar.
Yes, Delacar, and the stone, the stone of.
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
Oh, that's strange. He mentioned something about Greyhide's sister. But okay, yes.
Probably that too. Yes.
Delacar. Well, I can tell you what he looks like. He's a gnome, about middle age. He has his widow's peak, his hair slicked back, black hair, big bushy black eyebrows. Looks like the kind of guy who, even though if he was human, he'd be like in his like, what would he be, like 35 now? He looks like he's already 50. He's one of those people with a lot of wrinkles.
Weathered.
And he continues on talking about him, and you get a pretty good description of what this guy looks like.
But what do you know about his associations?
He worked for my father, of course. I think he was some type of spy.
Yes.
I'm not the closest to my father. I pretty much hate the man. But
I glance awkwardly at my father and at my own father, and I say nothing, but I give Rainier a commiserating look.
I completely ignore the look.
well, this got awkward again. Yes. So Delacar, I've seen him around Neverember a lot, but that was when Neverember was in the city. Why do you want to know about him? You think he knows about the Stone of Galore?
Yes, we do. We think he might have it.
Okay.
What?
We're
Was I not-
done.
What? He's on our side.
Hey, you gotta
Rainier.
lay off.
Rainier's-
Lay
What?
off those mimosas.
I'm not. I'm just drinking straight whiskey, but look, Rainier's he's trustworthy.
We don't know Rainier really. What we're just trying to gather information.
Fig,
Anything
he
he
got-
might.
He pulled my dagger out of raw sewage. He probably got poop on his gloves. Do you know how expensive the gloves are?
Okay.
It's very
maybe
trustworthy.
it's also
That
for his
was
own protection.
very disgusting.
Yes, see?
The less
See?
he knows.
Well,
No,
he
we're just
knows-
like blatantly arguing in front of Rainier.
Yeah. Rainier's like, yes, the less I know what.
Might keep you
It's-
safe. Do you remember last time, the first time we met, you weren't exactly safe?
Well, we saved him. He was the one who was.
Yeah, I do believe my danger happened before you all were involved, but
Exactly.
yes.
See, but
Yes,
you
and we
seem to have a
saved
knack
the
for
day and
getting
we-
into it.
But if it wasn't for that adventure, we wouldn't have this wonderful tavern we're in right now, Troll Skull Manor. So it all ended up for the best. We had a
Have you all
wonderful
opened?
adventure.
I should send Floon this way. The
Oh,
man
no.
drinks. That's
This
what he
guy
does.
a
He
paying
drinks.
customer, this Floon. Does he pay?
Rainier.
Does he pay?
Oh, I'm not sure how he makes his money, to be honest. But yeah,
Rainier.
he always seems to have money.
$3 over the
Tell the
other.
drunk
Our
cappuccino.
suspicion
Yes, new person.
Delacar. Just, we don't know yet. Just keep it to yourself.
Okay.
But you don't know what you don't know to find him, do you? You
So
don't-
during this
The
time,
hoppers
can
are-
I like, would I have to role play going downtown to get my armor upgraded, or is that something that can sort of happen in the background, or?
You can head there. We'll zoom past it.
Okay.
But
Anyone else want to go
goes
with him?
you,
Enigma, would you like to join? It's a beautiful morning, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Great, I can, we can go shop. I'm going to get my armor upgraded. We can go shopping and, maybe something to show off your new dagger.
I mean, anything to get her away from my father, frankly.
Yes, please.
Oh, good. You don't. I know you don't love elves, Father. I'm aware of that.
I'm surprised you can even stand the sight of them, but if that's what you want, son, you do what it is.
Between you and me, Enigma, that guy is lame.
Wow, that. You know, Father, that's probably the most supportive thing you've ever said to me, and I appreciate it.
You're a man, mostly, so you can choose to do what you wish.
Thank you, Father.
I mean, Rainier, what do you know about Neverember?
Well, he's now the Lord Commander of Neverwinter. No relation in the name. I believe he's doing well up there. He's having all sorts of issues, I believe, but he's done pretty well putting them aside. I think his latest escapade is getting rid of the North District there, which seems to have some gang warfare going on. The previous lords have given up on it, and he's decided to take it back. As far as I know, he just left. I believe the stories about his embezzled money. He is that sort of man that would do that, despite what some may think of him.
So, but where is it? Where you don't, Raina, you don't know anything about where it would be, do you? I mean, we're just trying to help people, you know?
The gold, the dragons. No, I have no idea, or do I care? I have the gold I need to live, and there's other things more important to me. That's why I'm part of the Harpers.
So you think that Delacar was working as a spy for Neverember?
Oh yes, I'm pretty certain of it. He's always popping up, says very little, and always taking the room in. You can tell when someone's the active listener of a room and never says a word.
Yes, I too am like that.
Oh,
what?
he was very. I once saw someone attack Neverember. It was not successful, I must say. They jumped out of the shadows and tried to stab him, and Delacar actually ran right between them without even a second thought to it. I'm sure that little gnome is still working for Neverember if he could.
Where do you think we could find him?
Well, if he's still in the city, he'd be held up somewhere. I can only imagine it'd probably be some hole or pit in the dock wards somewhere. It's where all the other despicable people stay.
Okay. And you said you had something to share about devils? What would they be doing?
Well, I know a lot about devils, if that's what you mean.
What would they be doing in Waterdeep?
Well, devils usually only come when someone makes a contract. If you think they're connected with the Castle Lanterns, then it begs to reason that they made some type of deal with the devils. Perhaps they made maybe it's something to do with their first son. No one actually believes he's off at school somewhere. I can only imagine what the deal could be. Probably, I guess,
Your
when they were down
family
on
is
the
pretty
luck.
affluent. You never had any direct or indirect dealings with the Castle Lanterns?
Do you know,
I stay out of my father's lives. I hate those people. It's why I'm part of the Harpers.
Also, Fig, you know, not everybody who's privileged has made a deal with a devil, just so that you're aware of that. I mean, we're not all evil.
I never implied that he made a deal. I'm asking if they had business dealings because he is rich. The Castle Lanterns are rich. He is rich. It is only a natural suit of questions.
Right. Grey hides a pal.
No, she's not wrong.
God. All right. Fair enough. Wait, Father,
I'm really beginning to like your father, actually.
Why would you like my father?
I think she
He literally took 500,000 gold from people that weren't his.
Sorry,
She-
I
she
meant
mean-
it's
she
his
meant-
father.
My father,
Yeah,
sorry.
Not your father. Sorry.
Oh,
She's
my
all-
misunderstanding.
All
No,
the fathers going around right now.
I have no.
I hold up my
Just a reminder.
Kino.
Yep. Nice. Just a reminder, Xanathar in the chat, and you win that free mini painted by Tim Tinies. It's going to be ongoing the whole stream. We'll assume everybody can continue this as you head out towards the blacksmith that Mert referenced.
Wait, where are we going?
Enigma and...
Unless you
and
don't want to.
Greyhide.
But as a reminder, earlier in the session, Rainier said that though Mert didn't give something to Greyhide directly, he has a connection with a blacksmith that will upgrade his armor for him.
Okay.
I'm off getting that done right now. We're off.
And as a reminder, Fitz has a giant hole in his.
Oh!
And I got
forgot about that. Oh,
I got
Grandfather, you didn't mention anything.
a teleporting cape.
Yep.
Right? Okay, cool. Didn't really get a chance to.
It's called. I'll put it in the private chat.
I'll add it to my inventory.
It should be in there.
So how do you fight one?
Fight what?
A devil.
The devil.
Well,
like it's
first you must have a magical weapon, or at least do radiant damage of some sort. Otherwise, they're pretty resistant to normal, mundane type things.
Yeah.
great.
What
Nothing
else is
mundane
there?
about a paladin, but I didn't hear any of that. So I
How would
wouldn't
you
say
go?
that.
Actually, more interesting, maybe for us. How would you go about proving they made some kind of deal?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You need a contract.
You know, Father, I'm having more and more questions about our family.
Rainier says he looks
Maybe
at
your father and I
Jalal
will
and
go
says,
for a walk.
"Yes, that is actually a good point. They probably have a contract written out somewhere,
So where would they keep the contract? How do we find it?
possibly in their villa,
Ha!
if it's truly what they do."
Oh,
Oh,
not in
right.
the Devil's Villa. The castle.
Right.
Dungeons.
No,
Okay.
castle lanterns.
Do you
Unless
know-
you mean
Devil's
colloquially, those devils castle lanterns.
Yeah.
Do you know, that just reminds
No,
me.
I
we
meant the
actually
underground
have a-
ones that, for some
we
reason, have a Spanish villa somewhere.
I mean, they probably do. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Probably don't.
Also, I suddenly realized that we have a poor, innocent, normal human whose only crime is being in the employ of the castle lanterns who's tied up in our basement. We should probably deal with that later. Probably.
Just
So-
one prisoner or more than one?
Oh, just one, Father. Totally,
That's not
only
cool.
one.
We need to get
That's not
some.
terrible. We got a couple.
We need to get some kind of.
We have prisoners?
Don't worry about it.
Jesus Christ, I've lived there my whole life. How?
We need to let him go. I think actually.
No, we need to ask him questions, impersonate him as in you impersonate him, and go do the thing.
So you make it to the blacksmith, and you meet the guy, a gruff guy. He's probably not the most happy about having to do this for Mert, but he offers that if you leave your plate mail with him for one day, he'll reinforce it with adamantine to it, which basically makes you immune to critical hits.
That's fantastic.
And he's talking to Greyhide.
He might need it.
Sorry. What was being said to Greyhide?
The dwarf, that the connection that Mert had, he's not the most happy about it, but he said because of his connection with Mert, he'll if he can take your armor for one day, he will upgrade it with and to be reinforced with adamantine.
That sounds fantastic. So I can just downgrade to my crappy chainmail in the meantime. Is that right?
Yeah, if you want to do that, that works.
All right. So Enigma, divert your eyes unless you want to see perfect male beauty. So I get out of my armor and my glistening pectoral muscles and my biceps gleaming in the sunlight, and I just hand.
Oh my god, I'm
My
totally
plate
not
mail.
watching.
After I told you not to look, very, very cheeky of you.
Do we just
Enigma.
get
Cheeky
Grey
as I
High
flex
needs to
my
yell.
cheeks when I say cheeky. My buttocks, they flex, and the glute muscles are, well, they're very fetching, let's say.
You start wondering why Greyhide's taking off all his Under Armour and stuff too, and he's just showing off his trapdoor. But Greyhide has to yell headlong into danger somehow. And
well, if you gaze at my male beauty, it is headlong into danger for any female who beholds something so enticing. Not bad.
I would change your sniff. That's what you're gonna say.
What would you suggest my slogan be,
He's a
mysterious
PR
voice?
guy.
yeah.
It could be worse.
Oof. Ooh.
I'll think about that. Put that into my suggestion box that I read periodically, and I'll go through the suggestions and give them due consideration.
The dwarf also looks at, just a reminder, this is Torton Grumbleguns. He looks at Fitz, and he says, "That's some weird hole you have in your chest there. You looking to repair that?"
Oh, I keep forgetting. Almost got, disintegrated.
Oh, Fitz has to
yes,
seduce.
I look at him and I say, Mr. Grouchy Guns, or whatever your name is, you do have a whale of
Torton.
armor. Can I? Torton. Torton. Oh, we're on a first name basis. Torton, how would you like to help me with this armor of mine?
Well, it's brigandine armor. It's high cost up front, but it's cheap to repair. That's kind of the point of brigandine. You have to leave it here, but I can have it repaired for probably 15 gold.
15 gold for the work of your hands isn't bad, Mr. Torton. And I very slowly, buckle by buckle, undo my brigandine armor. And finally just delicately slide it off. And I say, perhaps when your hands are finished with this, we can find you something else to do with your hands.
There's certainly a lot of eye candy for the ladies, or anyone who finds the male form attractive on this particular episode of Art of the Roll.
Yes, I mean, unlike you, Greyhide, I don't remove all of my clothing when changing my armor.
Are you trying to get a discount? What's going on here?
May I roll to seduce?
You can roll to seduce because you are required to by people redeeming twice. You also have to seduce the next NPC.
Oh, twice. Wow. I've got a 24.
A 24.
As I slip my
Oh,
brigandine
my
armor
goodness.
off and lay it on his desk.
How about I do it for 5 gold if you and I have a little session when you get back?
Wowie, wow.
Wow, wow, wee.
Also, you got to roll another d8 to add to that seduction.
I have to.
Yes.
Oh, do I have to do it now? I don't know how much more seductive I can get.
You have to.
All right. Well, here we are.
Go on, son. Be seductive.
I'm still talking to Rainier on the side, just so this is made clear.
Yeah.
Fig is like.
We've got a 27 on the seduction roll.
I tell you what. You
Make
come
you
have
pop
that
a
session
crab.
with me. I don't usually swing that way, but there's something about you. I'll do it for free. Just come back with some time.
I have heard that before, and sure, I'll see you later. Oh God. And then I go back to my. I thank him, and I go back to the group, and I say, "Do we
Make him
have
pop a
any coconut oil or other lubricants with us?"
You head out of the shop. What did Fig want to say with Rainier?
So I'm still asking him about the devils.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get as as much information as I can, and so ask him what else could you tell us about them?
That's a good question, Jessica Chinkin. That I don't know. I have to look into it. If you can buy more channel points somehow. I know if you subscribe, you get double the channel points, whatever that's worth, based on time going by.
Oh, cool.
Oh, look at that. It says right there, apparently Matthew Hudges knows.
Thank you,
he says
Matthew.
blah, 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 blah. I'm so glad that was my
Matthew,
friend
thank
because
you.
I wouldn't have even read that. I would have just banned the guy because it looks like he's trying to sell something.
Thank you, Matthew. We don't want to ban you.
You're welcome here.
Yeah. So he says, well, if there's a contract involved, there'll be two copies. One that the devils keep, probably in their dimension, and another that the person who made the deal keeps. Let's see, there's different types of devils. You got the bearded devils, you got the chained devils, you got the spiked devils, you got the... And he'll just kind of go through, like different types of shrimp food. All the different types of devils.
Shrimp gumbo.
Shrimp
I
food.
I killed one of those. I killed the bearded one. He was fun.
We'll effectively say now, from forward, if you spend your entire time talking to him about all his knowledge on devils on the way there and back, whenever you roll a knowledge nature when it comes to devils or knowledge religion when it comes to devils, you get a +5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You got all that.
Me-
So we're on our
meanwhile,
way back from the armorer, I guess, Enigma and I. Unless Enigma sees a store
Yeah,
or a
that's
hat
fine.
shop or a cloak shop or a shoe shop that she likes or anything, anything she wants to buy.
So I go to my father and I say, well, I'm very sorry that you had to see that, but the family charm still,
If you needed money, you could have asked.
Wow, no, I am good for money because you know what, Father, adventuring also pays, and frankly, I'm quite all right for cash.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You
Just
can
like
give him money. Yeah.
No, don't.
Apparently not if you
I-
have to sell yourself to pay for armor.
Oh, don't worry, my
It's only
friends sell me to pay
15
for all kinds of things.
That's true, yes.
All right, son.
I didn't mean to say
Thank you,
that out
Father
loud.
Father. No, you
No,
not.
no, that's
No.
not. Oh God.
On the
That's
on the
Something your
walk
father did not
back,
want to know.
I'm. That's not true. It was only once, and it was just Alpha, and she just didn't want to go on a date because she didn't want to pay 10 gold for a boat.
But
And
you still don't know about that, so you can't really be telling your dad, so that's okay.
on the walk
I-
back, I would like to roll for to see if there are any gambling establishments that
Roll
just
a-
catch my eye.
Go
No.
for it. Roll that
No.
perception.
Perception, all right.
You're definitely going
I'm
towards
just
the
in
right
a
way
good
for that.
mood. I'm getting my armor upgraded. I feel lucky for a number of reasons, even though I've got this sort
Unless
of
you want to
this
lose that
wound
armor.
on my neck. When you're hot, you're hot. That's what I say. I roll an 11 plus 1.
Let me see.
You don't see shit.
You're going along. You don't see any obvious ones. You actually happen to go by the same one you went to before. You know it's there. You don't you wouldn't have
I am
noticed
not
it. other
ready
than
to
you know
go
it's
back
there.
to that one. They slighted me. I'm not that desperate. The
slighted
way they
you.
treated me there. Well, they threw me out, and my credit wasn't good there. I told them I'm the owner of Troll Skull, and they weren't willing to lend me a line of credit. My credit's good.
I'm sorry, Greyhide. Did you just say that out loud? That you leveraged our mana for your gambling? You didn't say that out loud.
I did say that out loud, but I'm
Jesus
still
Christ,
on
you
a
never-
walk.
That's genius, Greyhide.
No, it's not
Enigma's
genius.
the only one who would have heard it, though.
That's incredible.
But I'm not in Troll Skull. Enigma's the only one who heard that because I'm still walking.
No,
Unless
we're
you're
all
wi-
walking. We all went together. That's,
Oh! Yes, I said that out loud then. And you all heard it.
That's
Can
so smart.
No, it's not so smart. Can we please not leverage?
But guys, if I would have
Enigma,
won,
this
imagine
is-
how much money we all have if I
Oh,
would have.
No. Do you know what would
Right,
happen?
you would just be
Poor
homeless.
Angela would have lost his kitchen.
That's true.
Oh, I wouldn't have mortgaged the entire thing. Troll Skull Manor's worth like 10,000 gold at least. I would have just mortgaged maybe 2,000 or 3,000 of it, which we could easily win back.
That's a terrible idea.
Think.
Guys,
Well, I guess you'll be sooner rather than later.
we
then
gotta
there.
go deal with the guy in the basement.
Wow. You know, Father, I really appreciate it, but you know, I'm really having fun out here. I'm not ready to go back yet, and I mean, it's not like I was essential to the family business. You guys
And he's
are
really
making-
good at adventuring. He's great and very
Take
loyal.
your time, but if the sharks come and foreclose your castle, there'll be a spot at the house.
Thank you, Father. I
That is
really
sweet.
appreciate that.
Without the
Angelo
elf.
suddenly hears,
What?
"What the? Let me out of here! Hello! Let me out!" And you hear it from the trapdoor in the kitchen.
Maybe your dad could be resourceful in our offer something towards our quest at least.
Like,
We're
bloody
going- we're going-
what? Do you want
I
a
don't know,
beautiful
maybe-
silk shirt because he's good at that?
No, but he
I'm
probably
good at
has
making
connections.
With connections with who?
I don't know. He's almost had you killed. He must have some.
He almost had me killed because of his connections in the Underdark, where the castle lanterns most certainly are not.
Right, but
Oh
maybe
God.
we're
What?
going to face some pretty bad people. Maybe he can help. I don't know.
Father, hello. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you had any dealings with, you know, the Castle Lanterns, a very wealthy family in town? I don't remember them from our sales ledgers, but you don't know anything about them, do you?
You would have sold something to a castle lantern at some point, but it would never be like, oh, we had a meeting with them or anything like that. It was just they came, they bought, they left.
They bought a few things. Not too stingy. They had an eye for quality, but it's been a while since we've had dealings with them.
Not
least on the
for
record.
3 years, surprisingly. They haven't
At
bought
least
anything
3
in 3
years.
years.
3 years? Oh my God, Alpha,
Yep.
3 years. That's the amount of time that the things. Do you don't know why they stopped buying from us, do you?
No, assume they gone broke, or they lost their sense.
I mean, it must be sense of taste because they've actually become significantly more wealthy.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely lost their sense of taste. Well, listen, Father, I actually really appreciate you coming to make sure I'm not dead by your actions. You know, can you do me a
Is
favor?
this your way?
Can you do me a favor and tell Chet's parents that he died very bravely to save me, as was his oath, and he fulfilled his oath, and that he's buried at the bridge just north of Waterdeep, on a pile of grass with his own shield over top of it. Can you
Do
tell
you
them that?
remember? Do you remember Chet from what I sent you?
Yes.
Crits. Okay, cool.
His
I will take
parents
that
would
message
be.
back.
Tell them they'd be very proud of him. He
I
died
will
with
pass
honor.
that on. I will make sure they know.
Thank you. Thank you. And tell my mother I say hello. You know, tell her I totally fine, totally happy where I am. And please don't tell her about the thing with the dwarf in the armory, because that's just not. She wouldn't want to know that. She wouldn't want to.
Once I leave, I'm going to pretend like it never happened. And your
Good.
mother will never find out.
Thank you. Well,
Good.
we've got a.
I was going to say, because if that's the case, not only your ass would be fucked, but mine.
Right, I'm aware of that. So, that's good, because we don't want her beating either of us. Do you want to join us? We're going to go interrogate a civilian who's tied up in our basement. What? Who said that?
It's been a while since I've interrogated somebody, but let me see you do your work. I'll hang out for a while longer, and then I'll take my leave.
Oh, goody,
There's a
Father.
guy in
thank
the
you.
basement. He's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, and as you all enter the troll skull, you hear, "Hello, let me out of here!" His voice is almost sounding a little hoarse from all the yelling.
Oh, that's I'll deal with this guy. He's yeah. I don't know
Did
how
no one
he's
put the
talking
gag
in
on
the
him?
first place.
We didn't
Well, you
gag
tied him up. You didn't gag him.
He was dying
Oh.
when we tied him up because we almost killed him. So we didn't feel the
Oh,
need to
that
gag.
one! I always thought it was
Yes.
the dwarf. I forgot. We got another guy. I was a little drunk last night. Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Why did we knock him out? Why didn't we go with that plan? That wonderful plan that we had. I forget.
Yes. Why didn't we? Isn't that
Why did
funny?
you knock him out, Fitz? That's
I-
just irresponsible.
Wow. Wow.
First rule of
I know,
negotiations,
he's
make
so
sure you're...
irresponsible for doing that.
Okay, so first of all, I had a plan, and Enigma, I believe you're the one who scared him away. And
What?
do you not remember this? You told
I
me
made
don't
a
think
plan.
we remember
We all
anything.
had a...
He's constantly
No.
bullying me, I feel.
I had a plan, and I'm not bullying you. Yeah, nothing. Nothing
Okay,
to
I
say
got
about that.
I got cognac in the cellar that I need to get to, so you gotta get this prisoner out of there, or else I can't get to my wine cellar.
I was
Let's
actually
just
going
walk
to bring
around.
that up. Angelo would be very annoyed at this point with not being able to use his cellar very much.
I know,
You-
this
You've
is
actually.
It's a culinary institution. It's not a.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's a temporary prison for a dwarf. Now we've got this other guy down here. Let's go down and kill both of them, and then
But
we can
you're a
return.
paladin. You're an order of holy knights. You want to kill our innocent prisoners? I mean,
whatever the proper thing would. Yeah, I guess killing would be wrong. But let's,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
we need to deal with the guy that you knocked out first, and the dwarf. I mean, they're coming to pick him up soon enough.
God,
Okay,
I
I'm gonna-
hope so.
He hasn't seen Fig. He hasn't seen me.
German
So,
dungeon porn.
Maybe you guys go talk to him, and then if it goes south, I can come in afterwards. And
Maybe he doesn't know
I can-
we knocked him out. We could say that he had an accident.
How drunk were you? We clearly knocked him out. I pulled
But
him.
maybe
with
he
a-
forgot because unconsciousness might, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he didn't. Did I knock him out? Who did it?
okay,
I really
That
don't
was
remember.
Alpha.
It was
Okay.
a group effort.
it was an
Mostly
arrow.
Alpha.
I guess. Okay, this is a long day. Fitz,
Look,
He was
you
just
go-
leaving and then he was unconscious, so maybe we can tell him he fell down the stairs.
Hello,
Then we
why am I
bound
tied
him and-
up? Why
Yeah,
is there a tied up dwarf down here?
Okay, so
That's
that's great.
going to be more difficult to explain.
Listen, okay, how
We
about
need a
this?
plan, is what we need. A plan.
All right,
Well,
Greyhound, I've got a plan. No, Alpha's right.
Let's listen to Fitz. He's good with plans.
Okay.
They met the castle lanterns briefly for like 2 seconds, but
Did they
other
all
than
throw?
that, not really.
Okay, we spin it like we need his help.
Let's do good cop, bad cop. Let's Alpha, I think you're right. So we'll all go down and we'll threaten and intimidate him for information, and if it doesn't work, then we'll leave and you'll go down and be very kind and understanding, trying to
other
get the
thing
same
is,
information.
we don't want him to report us to the law, so I could come in and when we're done with him, release him.
Yes, we
How's
should
his-
definitely.
Or instead of releasing him, we could
Not now.
send the one who's not a vampire down and just turn our backs and assume everything went fine. And you know what I mean?
Ooh,
Wait, who's the
That way
vampire?
we don't have to ill-K the
she can
Isoner
glamour.
prey.
She can glamour him.
You're a paladin. How is this your opinion on death by
I am
vampire?
not killing anyone.
Oh,
I would never kill. I'm just saying
No, but
Enigma is
she-
an Empire Bay.
Can't she do that thing where she suggests things and they do it? Because she's not a vampire?
Oh my god, that's
You
brilliant.
do have an ability that you figured out you have, which is you can go and basically seduce people and charm them to be on your side for 8 hours.
Enigma, can you do that? Can you charm people to be on your side?
Well, I mean, I've always been able to do it, but it's just gotten
She's
stronger.
naturally charming. It's got nothing to do with her
Right, of
supposed
course.
Empire Bayness.
Yes.
No, okay, that's a good idea.
She's
Enigma,
just charming.
no, Enigma, what if you go down there, charm the ever-loving balls off of him, and then we'll all come down and just ask him some questions, get what we need to know. What do you think?
Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of sight. Okay?
Good
I'm
thinking.
the backup.
All
You
right.
guys,
I'll be the muscle in case things, but I'm sure her charms will be more than enough.
I'll stay with Angela.
Of course you will. Can you guys keep your clothing on this time?
Oh, says.
What?
Let a birdie mind defeats Jeffrey. This is nothing to do. Just pay him, no, never mind.
I'm.
My
This
sweet.
is
So-
the face of
He doesn't
skepticism.
understand, Angela.
Skepticism. So much skepticism.
You head down into the so Enigma heads down into the cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, it's you. Why did you tie me up? Well, you didn't, but why are you people tying me up?"
Hey, dude. Oh my gosh, we were totally kidding. I was wondering if my friends could come down and ask you a couple questions, and then we can let you go.
Are you actually trying to do the charming thing that you found out you had?
Yeah.
Okay. So you look at him, you say these things, and you look him straight in the eyes, and he can't seem to take his eyes off of you. And he rolls a where is it? A wisdom
Mama.
save.
Red Baron.
And he says, "Oh, yes. Sure, anything for you. I mean, you're my friend, right? You wouldn't tie me up."
Definitely.
Okay.
No.
And she hears from
Oh.
the floorboards above, "Kill him!"
That-
I don't say that. I'm joking, guys. She knows my sense of humor. We're ribbing the guy downstairs, too. You know, it's a
Right,
joke.
totally ribbing him. That works so well when you have somebody tied up in your basement.
Yeah. So he's like, "So, you wanna let me out of the ropes here? These are really well tied. Wow, you guys are great at tying people up."
Yeah, you can let him go.
Thank you so much.
He complimented our tying abilities.
Did
I know. I worked so hard at it.
I mean, you did, yeah.
I wasn't thanking you up there.
Well, you know, I'll get over it. I mean, that's kind of a
Angela.
dork anyway.
So what is Enigma gonna do with this? He does seem to be charmed by you. He can't take his eyes off of you, and immediately he becomes friendly.
Okay, cool. So can I call everyone else down and say like, "Hey guys, like come ask him some questions"?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scream, "You guys get the fuck down here right now! Where are you?"
All right, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
be right down.
We all go down. We all come down.
I just hear Angela.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
Fitz and I come down as
We
those
come
two
down,
get
yeah.
cozier and cozier.
He says,
Father, do you
"Oh,
want to come and...
I don't like them. I don't want to talk to them. They knocked me out."
Oh no, we absolutely did not.
We-
It was
we-
we all
I
had a bit much
stabilized
to drink,
you.
and we played a
Uh,
prank on you, and there was a beholder too, like an undead beholder, and things got a little crazy. But you're our
Oh.
friend, so
Yeah, stop
No.
being so dramatic.
yeah, be
Roll
cool,
it.
man.
Try to
Roll a
keep charming.
Greyhide. Roll a deception with advantage because he's charmed by Enigma.
All right. Well, I roll a 2 on the first one, so let's do a little better than that.
Just a
Mm,
reminder,
not much.
everybody who says Xanathar in the chat has a chance of winning a free mini. Either I can design it, or you can actually just send me a Hero Forge link, and I'll print it and get it painted by Tim Tiny, who's also in the chat, I think, and he'll ship it directly to you.
And they are fantastic, by the way. Fantastic.
They are very fantastic.
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 So
Oh,
I rolled
11.
like an 11 altogether for my perception. I'm not very persuasive.
I rolled his sense motive. He looks at you and is like, "Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I had some to drink too, you know?"
Yeah.
So you're gonna untie me
night,
now?
man.
So, Enigma, is he, he's your friend? He's your friend?
Ew.
Who? Guy tied up on the floor. What do you think?
You were literally crazy. Can you just like not talk to me? Because you're
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
See, this is how it was last night, guy. That's, like, there was a bit of...
Max,
I was
name is
jealous
Yeah.
because Enigma was paying so much attention to you, and, I thought I would play a prank on you and tie you up. It's because, we're a little bit, I was a bit jealous and.
You're really good at tying ropes. Like, this is really hard to move. Can you untie me
let
now?
me help you. Let me help you out of that. But I think Enigma is really smitten with you, buddy. Let me tell you. And I don't blame her because you're so good looking.
Yeah, she's great.
Really laying it on thick. So I'm untying the ropes.
So, listen, Max, we're sorry about the little prank. But we're really, really interested in what you do for work. Tell us about the Castle Lanterns. What time do you go? How is it working there? What's it like?
Well, I generally start at around 10 a.m. and I leave at 8 p.m.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's my shift. I sit out front. I can tell you the servants there, not the old half-orc guy, but the rest of them. They're always changing. I think they commute in from the dock ward every morning before the sun's even up.
Oh wow, that's quite early. Yes.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for them.
Oh, totally.
But they change out the servants all the time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, when they're on high alert, we're not even allowed to go into the manor. It's kind of weird.
Well, what is high alert like? What does that feel like for you?
Headlong into danger!
Jesus Christ, Great Height, now? Just can we please? He's talking.
It just dawns on me from time to time.
30 seconds. For 30 seconds, can you just... So,
Tim Tinies. Tim Tinies and I will be streaming again soon, just so you guys know. He's going to show me how to do reflective light. So if I have a character holding like a light source, how you can reflect that light with paint back onto the figure so it looks like it's shining on them.
Ooh,
very nice.
Really cool.
Very nice.
He has a really good Hobbit one. I guess that would be Sam, right? Please don't get mad at me if I have that wrong.
Sam? Frodo?
Yeah.
Pippin?
Merry and Pippin.
Hello, Mayonnaise.
The one who fought the spider? That's Sam, right? What's his last name? I want to say Sam Tarley, but that's from...
Bilbo.
Samwise Gamgee.
Sam Tarley's from Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah. He would not do that. Yeah.
They're kind of both whiny.
Well, they're
Sam Gamgee's not as whiny.
Sam Gamgee is Jon Snow's Sam. Yeah. Anyway, Jon Snow is Frodo. That's fine. Whatever.
Who are these people? What's a Gamgee?
Right. So Max, so you start at 10 a.m.
Oh, it's Frodo. Damn. Anyways, yes. So
you just sort of walk in and stand at the front. What door do you go in?
Oh no, there's a person who runs it. He's in the front, in the mudroom actually. If you go in from the side of the house, I usually have to talk to him first.
Ah, splendid. Well, that makes a lot of sense. What do you have anything you have to say to him in particular, or do you just sort of walk in?
Yeah, I say, no, not really. I just report in and I tell him my name and say I'm starting my shift, and he has a little ledger.
Oh,
because he knows who you are. Yeah, you don't have to
of course.
security because yeah.
Yeah, that's. Totally...
You have to say headlong into danger.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you walk up to him and say a password like headlong into danger when you start your shift. That would be stupid.
Why? It's like a tick for you, isn't it? You just can't help yourself, can you?
By the way, this is the one that he did. You can see the sword sting is glowing on his face there.
That is really cool. And that doesn't require any electricity or any batteries. That's just...
No, it's painted on.
That's paint. Very nice work,
Tim.
Tim.
It's glowing.
Yeah.
Really?
That's really cool. Yes. Do we need anything else here? I mean, what do you think, guys?
I think we're done with him. We can kill him now. It's a joke, guys.
What about his work buddy? What does he know about him? Like, he might.
What?
Oh.
What is his work?
His work buddy. You're talking about? You mean my friend there at the front gate with me? His name is Gilgamesh Smashingsworth III.
I know that guy. He gambles. Yeah, I saw him at the gambling hall. He's a high roller, that guy.
Well, that's
Gilgamesh Smashing's worth there.
good to know.
Speaking of gambling, I got the fever.
Someone gave us another bit. Jessica keeps giving bits. Oh, look at that. Enigma has to take 2 shots because of Eye of Argus and
Bending mine as well.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. So teammates, while you're distracted, I had to take a swig of this. You're stressing me out.
Do we have to roll perception to see if we can judge her on it, or?
It looks, you see it, and you have to take 1 more shot, apparently.
Oh my goodness.
You see it, and you're like, wow, that's some, like, cheap stuff, but it's from the East.
I think there has to be an alcohol limit, 3 shots in like 30 seconds. This is...
There actually is.
Paladin disapproves.
What? Oh,
Not
now
of
the
you,
Paladin-
That's where he draws the
murdering
line?
is-
That's
So,
where
yeah,
the line is
seriously?
drawn?
That?
I'm not really
5 minutes ago, you
murdering
naked
anyone.
outside.
No, that's
Thank
just
you.
that's a
Absolutely
radiant
accurate.
beauty that I'm sharing with the people of Waterdeep.
Also,
Yeah.
Screaming
Radiant
Dragon gave Enigma a D8 inspiration, so you can add a D8 to a roll. I think you actually have 2 of them.
Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah.
Very nice.
So, all right, guys. So, Team Huddle. Okay, we've got everything we want. Why don't we just give
Paul
him
keeps
money
entering
to go
into
home?
the competition.
Why don't we
I
just
think
give
we
him
should-
money and tell him to go home? Tell
Don't
me
give him money. Just let him maybe have he'll be suspicious if we
But-
give him money. Why don't we
No.
have make a nice meal for him, Angelo?
I'm actually late for my shift. If you guys could just let me go, that'd be great.
See,
I'm already
here's the
late. I'm
thing.
gonna be in trouble.
If we let him go, he's
Why?
going to try
We're
to go back to work. That's what we tell him. He's been fired. We give him a new job.
Oh, that's right. We need because we're going to take his shift, isn't that? That's the thing.
Yes.
Well,
Or we
we
just-
have to kill him, right? But I say that quietly. But we have to kill him, right?
We
What did
don't-
you say? I didn't quite make that out. Are you guys
I
whispering?
Please just leave him down here. He's charmed. Let's just give him let's just tell him he's going to hang out in the bar. We're going to take his
Oh
shift
yes,
today.
Enigma can say that we just heard that his shift is cancelled, and that if he just give him a
Wait a
reason
second.
to stay here. Enigma, just tell him to stay here for a few hours, and
Chef
maybe use your
Angelo
charm.
made some.
You're on mute.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I said I'm just gonna search him really quickly to make sure he doesn't have any weapons or whatever. I don't know. And can I try to rob him?
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Awesome.
Roll a sleight of hand with advantage because he's charmed by you, and he has a long sword.
How do I roll with an advantage?
Just roll twice.
Oh, okay.
Just click it twice.
You take the higher one, yes.
Yeah, so you got an 18.
What if we're actually honest with him and just say that we're going to leave him in our tavern and he's not allowed to leave, but we won't hurt him if he doesn't leave because we have to invest the castle lanterns for doing horrible, horrible things. What if we just tell him the truth?
He only has 5 gold on him.
I think because he's charmed for 8 hours, Enigma can make a silly excuse and he'll believe it.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
So what are you telling him? To keep him here?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, look, buddy, you just gotta stay here for a little while. It's for your safety. Just trust me.
Well, for you, of course I will. It's just my career. Yeah.
How does
Don't
she
worry
do
about
that?
Oh, we'll cover that. We'll cover your career. We know things and people and stuff, and we'll probably murder someone so that you don't lose your job because that's apparently my answer to everything. Murder.
Do you,
I won't really murder anyone. It's just I'm just convincing people.
that's not convincing. We're going to kill someone is not a convincing argument. That's
You
not
need to
how-
learn something, Fitz. It's called nuance. You need to add some nuance to your convincing. Then I pepper things and add murder sometimes as a nuance that convinces people.
He looks over at Jalal and says, "You are dressed really well."
I am.
That's
well, yes. It's Father, Maxwell, Father. It's just a friend, that we keep in the basement.
My name's Maximus.
Yeah, right. Close enough, sorry.
See, I think you got the art of persuasion down all wrong. It's very simple, Maximus. You're here for a business deal, and when you're done, you'll be let go.
Wait,
Well, he's
what?
already convinced.
We're here for a
He's
business deal?
No, he's already convinced. No, there's no business deal.
Father, we totally got this.
Am I getting paid?
You're
Yeah.
getting Enigma.
Yes.
Enigma. Let Enigma handle it. Enigma, why don't you explain whether he's getting paid or not, and that'll calm him down. Because this guy keeps,
Father, he's not getting paid. We just let's go upstairs.
I'm glad you invited your dad downstairs. That's
If you're going to someone, make sure they think they're getting paid.
Is
Yes.
that what you? Suddenly, so much of my childhood makes sense now. Do you know? I don't think I ever received my allowance. I don't
What's
think I
allowance?
received my allowance. What? Never mind.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go off to
Really
the castle
exciting.
lanterns and Fitz. Are you going to be earning? Can we go upstairs so we're not in the earshot of this guy? I think he's
Yes.
fine.
That's
Let's go up
totally-
the stairs. This.
Well,
All right,
Max,
when you start heading
sometimes-
upstairs as a group, and Maximus is following you. He's like, oh, where are we going?
Angelo's
can
smoking
you
a
please-
cigarette or a thin cigar, let's say. Just enjoying it. Think nothing of it, but he's like,
This is so relaxing to have a cigar with my love here. Would you like a puff too? Fig, I don't know if you smoke.
I am okay. Thank you. But
You know-
Magical.
no.
Okay.
this
well,
is just it's a perfectly normal thing for a chef to, after he's finished cooking, to have a cigar. I don't see any.
Angelo, are you ticklish?
Oh god.
Oh,
I just feel like
Oh, stop it. Yes, I'm a little bit ticklish.
Okay. Alright.
I hope that's what they come up to.
That's exactly what they come up to. Somebody
alright,
gives us
so-
a drink. This is terrible.
This is terrible. I'm enough of this tavern. Enough of this shenanigans. Let's go headlong into danger. Let's go to the castle
Yes.
lanterns and get in costume and then murder the castle or murder who? Just murder somebody. That's what I want.
I mean, we're trying to peg them.
Why
but yeah.
is that guy? Why is he up here?
Oh.
yeah, Maximus followed you up. He's following you. Seems to be following Enigma.
He wasn't supposed to see me.
Oh, you're not supposed. You should wait downstairs. Or Enigma, can you do something with him so he just doesn't follow us anymore? Like maybe
Enigma-
tell him to stay in your room or something.
Can I try to knock him out?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Also tell him he hasn't seen Fig.
That's fine.
Sure.
So you're gonna knock him out?
It is a steam pig.
Might as well.
Yeah, just do
got
a
the
do a melee
information.
attack. He doesn't see it coming, so just do your dagger attack,
Okay,
and
cool.
you can roll with advantage because he doesn't see it coming.
Hey.
Does she get sneak attack damage as well?
Oh yeah. Whenever a rogue gets advantage, they get sneak attack. So yeah, that definitely hits. I'm assuming you're doing non-lethal damage to him.
Yeah. Just want to knock him out.
All right, then roll the damage for the dagger and roll the damage for the sneak attack. We'll see if it's enough.
Perfect. Damage. No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's enough. It's plus with him. It's just kind of like that movie scene. You go up to the back of him, right behind, on the side of the head, dunk, and he goes down, falls flat on the ground.
Let's
Jesus,
go step him
hits
back
the
in the
ground.
cellar.
What are you doing? Why did you do that? We're trying to.
Listen, we got the information we need. We don't need to pretend to be his friend anymore. Let's just throw him in the basement and just, let's go on our adventure and we'll
Wait a
figure it
minute.
out later or murder him, one or the other.
Please stop
Wasn't
saying that.
this gnome?
Hey, do you want to hear my
supposed
impression of Fitz? I've been working on it.
Oh, please, that's not a very good idea, Greyhide.
You sound like you're doing an impression of Angelo. That doesn't sound like me at all. That's not. Father, I
Oh,
swear
that's
that
not a
not you.
very good idea.
Oh
Sounds like
my
you're doing an
God.
impression of Angelo.
Why do we? Oh. Why are we doing
Well,
this?
yeah. Anyway,
All right,
I thought
fine.
it was pretty good because you always say that,
No,
I do have
because
some
you're
bad ideas.
you're supposed to be the holy order. I believed in paladins as a child, and
So-
you're completely ruining my childhood. You know that.
Guys,
It's-
what?
Are you
What
saying I'm
happened
not a
down there?
very good paladin?
I'm saying you're not a very
no.
good paladin.
Oh boy.
Really?
Oh boy.
He's very sensitive.
Okay,
I'm
guys.
worthless.
No.
I'm worthless. I knew
no.
it. I'm
No,
not a
Greyhide.
good
You're a
paladin.
fine paladin. You just shouldn't murder people. That's all.
I
That's all I'm
thought it
saying.
was a I thought it was a nuance or a figure of
You-
speech.
No,
Oh.
you're
Oh,
fine,
boy.
Greyhide.
Oh
You're,
boy.
you're.
I'm a terrible paladin.
Angelo, you're good with words. Feelings.
Yes, Angelo, please, Greyhide. You're a wonderful.
Angelo, do
paladin.
you think I'm a good paladin?
Well, yeah, you're a good paladin. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, you're a good paladin.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. It's just
Isn't-
those. It's Fitz and his dad were gang. I was making a joke about you
So-
always saying things, and it got out of hand.
About
I'm
not
sorry,
murdering
Fitz.
people. Sorry, yeah,
What?
that's fine.
I don't really want to murder anyone.
Well,
So, guys-
good. That's good.
I don't think you should
Um,
go on this adventure, Greyhide. I think you should let them go. You seem to be
Grey-
in a bad
No.
state of mind.
I mean,
Greyhide.
somebody could watch over the people in our basement, but what's
Maybe
the plan?
Maybe I'll stay here and watch Maximus while you guys go on your quest. What do you think?
What are we doing?
Greyhide, you're a fantastic paladin. We'd always rather
Ugh.
have you, but sure, if you want to. Alpha, you're going to go in there pretending to be Maximus. You should probably put on his armor. We're probably going to have to strip him.
Rainier says,
Not it.
did you really have to knock him out again?
That's
No.
what.
He's still here.
He's totally fine.
Yes, was sent here to help you.
But okay. How?
Wait a second. Were you
I
sent
know
here,
some
Rainier?
people. I'm not useless myself.
Rainier, were you sent here to help us fight devils? Or just...
Well, I didn't think that was necessarily the mission. I thought it was just to connect the devils to the castle lanterns.
Yes,
Yes.
maybe he can help with that.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know.
Is there a chance that there would be a devil? Because I like
what time?
danger.
What time do we have to go?
Enigma, how long can you be a bat? How long can you stay as a bat?
Quite a while. Why?
Okay, what if we split up? We'll send the boys to go see if anything happens between the devils and the castle lanterns, and we'll send the girls to dress up as Maximus, sneak into the castle lanterns, and see if they can find this contract somewhere. What do you think?
I think you're an idiot.
Wait, what do you think of the
Well,
plan?
here-
What do you think of the actual plan?
As Maximus, I have to stay at the door, and she's a bat, so I don't know how she'll find a contract. We'll let you in because we'll just say that I'll convince. What is it? Smashing Pumpkins? What's his name? Maximus.
Gilgamesh.
Smashingsworth.
Smashingsworth. I'll just
Yeah.
tell him. We'll just tell him that you had a pass
All right, sure.
to
Fine,
enter.
let's do it. But maybe we should go attack the devils while we have.
I'm all
We-
for attacking the
no,
devils.
we
I feel
have-
better now. I want to
we're not
attack devils.
No, we're not equipped. We only need to connect the two to get paid.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's do what Fig says because I don't have my full armor right now. I'm wearing
And we have-
chainmail. I'm kind of
And we
naked.
might have Greyhide's sister to go looking for. So if we can finish this job,
All right, fine. We'll just go. Yeah, you go as Maximus. You'll let me in. Enigma will keep watch as a bat, and Greyhide and Rainier can just go make sure that there aren't any children being fed to demons.
is your dad
Okay, so
coming with us?
where?
Oh no, absolutely not. I'm not a fighter,
Oh,
but I
mean-
will watch your prisoners.
Well, that's all right.
perfect.
I mean,
Great.
Father, if you're sure.
There might be someone who comes to pick up the dwarf,
Yes, the dwarf encased in metal. I think you saw him in the basement.
but it should
He's one of
only
ours.
be one person
Today-
who comes.
It is planned that he will be picked up today at some point.
Yes. What is
So if
it?
you had anything to do with the dwarf, today would be the last day you could do it.
Oh my god. What? Father, the people coming to pick up the dwarf are members of the Brigandy Church who want to fight a war against the Underdark.
You would know that's Jarlaxle's group.
You don't know a Captain Lord Fatsalot, do you? Are you on good terms with him? Because he's gonna be sending. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die if they recognize you. I don't know. Is that a good idea?
I mean, I'll be alright.
Okay, can you just please not start any fights about the whole Underdark thing while you're here? Just
headlong into danger.
You're going to be all right, Father.
Ready to go.
I feel better. I feel ready to. I feel like my old self again. You know, I'm a good paladin.
Worried about you and this group, but
Right.
I'll be fine.
we'll
Just slip me a dagger in case things go wrong. But I can watch. I can watch a prisoner or two.
Dungeon Master, can I give him my pack? I mean, both my weapons are packed weapons, right? So that I can. Oh, night dustbin. Can I give him my dagger?
If you can try, but the moment a minute goes by, it just fades away.
Can I go?
But you can find a dagger around to give him.
Sure. We'll give him a dagger. Here's a dagger.
Thank you.
All right, Dad. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, see you later, Father. Have fun.
Okay.
Enjoy the.
With that, assuming you leave, I think we can. I don't think there'll be anything else that would happen with Jalal at this point. So, thank you so much, Crits, for stopping by and playing Jalal. It was a big shock to a lot of people, which was awesome.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to be.
That was intense. Thank you for being my father.
My pleasure.
All the daddy issues. All the daddy issues.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
So long.
May appear again in the future when we need his father again.
I mean, I certainly hope so.
And there will be more guests in the future. So, you decide to head towards... Remind me of who's going where. So, Fig and Fitz are going towards the Castellenter Villa.
Yes.
What's Greyhide and Enigma doing?
I mean,
Well, I
Enigma's
think they're
doing
all
something in the
going.
bat.
I think we're all going to go to the Castle Lanterns,
Okay.
aren't we? And
But Enigma
and-
is going as a bat.
yes, and sorry, Fitz is going in disguise and is going to let us in. Is that correct? Or
I'm going to play Max.
you're Maximus,
and
and
I'm
then
gonna convince.
Fitz and I
us
will walk in.
smash
Ah, bat!
Yeah, a bat. By the way, you
Yeah.
can do the bat for an hour.
So we have an hour. Oh, good. I'm glad that my father's still around. Hi, Dad.
Too bad. We'll say you went out a bit before that.
So I transformed into
Maximus.
Maximus.
Oh, and put on his armor,
You're
which
so feminine.
we did take his armor off
Still
and put it on
cute.
you, right?
Maximus is so cute.
Okay.
Now there's a
All right, guys.
naked man in our dungeon.
This is Maximus. Okay.
There you are. Yeah.
So you shift into Maximus and you use your shift weave to turn
Yes.
into.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We need to
I
figure out
use-
what your shift weave configuration is. Usually it's not
Yes.
something you can do.
No, you
On
have
the
5
fly.
configurations.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this this week.
Yeah.
But
Forgot
right now,
about
I am wearing armor that resembles
Yes.
very closely the one that Maximus was wearing.
I mean, why
Alrighty.
didn't I thought we took his armor off and
Well,
put it on you, which
I'll
means
if I
there's
wear
a
my
naked
shift.
man in our basement.
True, but if I wear my shift weave, it won't be as heavy.
Ah, carry on.
Someone else can wear his armor.
That would be interesting. Greyhound, do you want to wear his armor? I mean,
Just a reminder, Fitz is not
Yes.
wearing armor right now.
right.
Oh
Fitz,
yes, I would wear his armor.
When we meant someone else could wear the armor.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not gonna fight anyone, you know. I'm just gonna. Sure. I wear his armor. I put on his armor. Good.
He would actually have something. Aren't you glad you asked? He would have. What are you wearing? Chain shirt.
Ah. Good. I throw on his chain shirt.
All right. Gives you +4.
Ah.
+3.
Ah. I'll take it.
And then, so that's good. So you head up to the villa. You see that there's actually one guard out front, kind of looking around. You recognize him as being the one and only Gilgamesh Smashingworth III.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go head
That name is awesome.
first.
Gilligan.
All right.
Gilligan.
Just tell them that you had a date last night and you're a little bit hungover.
Is Fitz following up with, or is this Fig going alone?
Just
I'm
figuring
gonna
alone.
Fig
I'm
alone,
gonna go
yeah.
first, and
Okay.
just
All right.
give it 5 minutes.
You walk up there, and Gilgamesh says, "Where you are? Where have you been? You're late for your shift. You're gonna get in trouble. Go report in."
Yeah. Too much. I go report in.
Yeah. Actually, Fig sounds exactly like Maximus did. Let me go ahead and do this. Nope. This. Nope. Sorry. I am failing on all fronts right now because I can't remember my shortcut keys. Nope. Okay. Here we are. And then we go to just a reminder of what this place looks like.
Mm.
Oh, I did not just do that. Like that. I'll go ahead and make myself big so you guys aren't wondering what the... Oh, wow. Thank you. This is kind of what the place looks like. You have the front entrance in the front here, right here. And then the mud room goes out this way and in over here. There's a door over there where the mud room is.
I'm going to the mudroom.
All right.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah, pretty
Ooh, this
fancy
is
thing,
this is
isn't it?
getting. I like this. This is getting cool.
Yeah. So you head in there.
Maximus reporting for duty.
And get rid of this for now. You go in there and you see this room actually does have, like its namesake, a bunch of mud on the ground of the
Ugh.
floor. It has different guarding implements too, and you see sitting there in a wooden basic chair is another guard there, and he has this ledger, or rather it's next to him. And you come in and he says, "You're late. Why are you late?" The castle hunters don't like it when people are late.
I went out. I went out last night. That's the honest. Sorry.
Well, you're lucky they haven't noticed yet. Get to your
Yeah,
post.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll write you in. So, why are you still standing here?
No, I'm going.
I pulled my headphones right off. So you headed out, sorry.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Roll a deception with advantage because you look and sound like him.
But
you don't say the words he says.
He's clearly just hammered, you know. I do that all the time. What day is it today? Tuesday? Clearly.
18.
Okay. No problem. He just doesn't even think anything of it, and you head on. Where are you going?
Gilgamesh.
Okay, you're going to Gilgamesh.
So yeah. So I was just told we're expecting soon some guests of the castle entering.
That's not normal. Usually the butler comes for that.
Oh, because I was late. It's a whole thing. anyway, he's there. There should be here any moment, and I was told we should
Roll a
let them
deception.
in. Did I get advantage?
No, not on this one. Because it's not that he's...
18.
Oh, it's still good enough. Because he's not questioning it because of who you look like or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little strange, but
yeah, I thought
so.
I thought so too. I was just told when they arrive, special guests, apparently a lot of money. I don't know.
Are we supposed to watch them?
No, they're head on and what's the butler dude's name?
Oh, Butler? I'll find... Wilford.
Wilford will meet them at the door. They came...
Or I suppose you asked that of Gilgamesh. He's like, Wilford?
Wilford. Yeah. Just the drinking too much. Too much. They came the other day.
So,
Already,
how did that date go? Did it go well? Remember? You're going to go on that date?
Yeah, she's a bit
Did
crazy.
you,
she's a little crazy. That's all I'm gonna...
crazy good or crazy bad?
Crazy. If you see her, you haven't seen me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
A little,
What are the rest of you doing as she's having this conversation with the guard?
So Greyheart and I are waiting. What's that, Enigma?
I said that made a whole lot of sense.
Should we go after her? Or should we, go inside?
We're waiting just outside, and then Enigma, why don't you go fly over there and peek on what's happening, and then when she looks up and gives you a nod, then come get us, and we'll just walk to the door.
Enigma, when
Yeah?
you look over, assuming you fly over there, you look at the manor, and you see something you didn't see before. There seems to be 4 ravens perched on the top of the roof of this place, of the villa, that you didn't notice before. And they're just kind of looking in all directions, weirdly enough.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are you going to still approach the villa, or are you going to do something different?
Yeah, I will approach the villa and see if I see anything else.
Okay. Are you doing it sneakily, or are you just kind of flying over like a normal bat?
I'm just gonna fly over like a normal bat because no one can touch me.
All right. Roll a, performance.
Performance.
How is her flying?
Oh.
Is it
Okay.
bat-like?
Sucks.
What did
Just
you roll?
rolled in that.
You hear a squawk as one of the ravens starts looking at you and following you in flight.
No.
Ooh.
What is Fitz and Greyhide gonna do?
Do we notice what's happening? Do we notice that a raven is following Enigma?
No, it's
Oh.
on the other side of the building.
I mean, I suppose we're just waiting to see some sort of signal for. I'm going to look over and just sort of peek around the wall and perceive if Enigma's doing anything or if Alpha's ready for us.
Is Alpha trying to signal them
I
at all?
could do divine sense, but I don't have any reason, I'm just following orders and just waiting. I don't see any
Also,
reason to
I
do
roll a
anything.
3, so I look over and I say, well,
Well,
can't see a damn thing.
is Fig trying to do anything?
Yeah, I tried. I can see they're not. I know what direction there is, and I know they're not approaching. So I'm just kind of act bored, and I pick up a rock and I just casually fling it in their direction. Hopefully, that's kind of a...
You see a rock fly by you,
God.
Fitz,
A rock.
and you realize that it was thrown by Fig.
I pick another one up.
Okay, I think we're going...
Gilgamesh says, "Oh, don't do that. They don't like it when you throw the stones here. They're very picky."
Oh.
Nudge. Yes, Greyhide, come. Ah, yes. Hello, Castle Lantern Estate. It's,
There we go.
Fitzgeoffrey and Greyhide, special friends of Madame and Monsieur. We believe we have an appointment and that Winifred, or whatever his name is expecting us.
Absolutely, yes.
You know, the butler.
Well,
Certainly being expected.
yes.
Winifred.
I think these are the guys. Let's.
So, Greyhide's going as Greyhide, and Fitz is going as Fitz.
Yeah.
For the
I'm
moment.
a well-known paladin and not without a gambling
Okay.
problem. I'm very reputable.
All right, so you start heading towards there. The Ravens, Enigma, aren't doing anything other than now 2 of them are looking, watching you as you move around. You see out in the yard, you see 2 kids running towards and trying to grab different butterflies that are in the butterfly garden there, which is basically just some shrubs that butterflies like, and they attract a whole bunch of different type of butterflies in the area. You see a woman, it's actually Amalia, on the balcony, 2nd floor, watching out at the butterfly garden, watching at the kids, kind of staring off in a somber mood. She has this long, thin pipe that she's using.
Sorry, this woman, is that the same is that the same one from the orphanage? I forget, or
No,
one called Amalia?
this is the one from the theater.
Amalia
yes,
is
yes.
Lady Castellantern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lady Castle Lantern.
Yes, it can
And
get
she's
a little
staring
confusing.
off. Yeah,
So
she's
it's the
staring
Amalia.
off, kind of half watching the kids, kind of just staring off solemnly while the kids are playing with the butterflies. This is all happening on the other side of the house that you guys can't see.
Don't do
I
drugs,
can bring
Lady
this thing up
Amalia.
again.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Oh. Ha ha ha. God damn it. Someday I'll get it right. This is happening all in this area over here.
Okay.
And so Lady Amalia, I believe, is right here.
And where are Fitz and
looking
Greyhide
off.
right now? Where are we?
Under-
You all are around this corner over here.
Sorry, I don't see where. Is that? It's probably under where you are.
Oh, yes, that is true. It is.
We're approaching the
okay.
door.
That went the wrong
It's
way.
approaching the door. Okay.
Yeah, and then Fig is right there.
All right, so I guess we just wander on over to Fig and walk in the front door like we're bosses. Is that what we do?
Yes, that's what we do.
All right. Give me everybody roll a performance or deception. It's up to you. That's just a group type thing here, except for Enigma, who's in the sky.
I'll do performance because I'm
Oops, yeah, I
stronger in that.
accidentally
And I
rolled.
roll terribly.
So I've got a 24 because I'm so charming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like an average of 13 or so, right?
13. What did you roll, Greyhide?
I rolled a 6,
Oh,
but I get
Oh,
plus
man.
5, so it's an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be
That's
worse.
55
Could be.
divided by 3. That's actually a little higher, but not much, like 14.
Okay.
14.
Gilgamesh seems a little uneasy. He's seeing you all go by, and he's like, I don't know about this. This doesn't seem right. But,
Look,
Gonna have to
but
murder
go
him?
ahead. I mean, I don't have any reason to not trust you, right? Right,
No.
Maximus?
and if we question orders, that could be worse for us.
Hey, Maximus, how's your father doing?
I don't think now's not the time.
Yeah?
Now's not the time.
Roll up persuasion.
Oof. 16? Enough to persuade him?
Yeah, all right. We don't want to make the Castellanters unhappy. Go on.
Thank you all. Very
he-
charmed.
He lets you all by. You see, as you walk in, what Bat and Enigma saw before. You see the main manor there with a red roof, 3 stories high. You see a side path going this way that seems to go into some type of stable area over at the top, at the north side there. It seems to be that you can see just the outside of a carriage sticking out from a wide double door. You see 2 more guards over here at the front of the manor. They seem to be watching you.
Oh, this is
but
great.
they haven't said anything.
Well, I go up to them with extreme confidence, and I say, "Oh, hello. We're here to see the Castlantons, and I believe what's his name, Winstanley, Winifred, the butler, should be meeting us at any moment."
I can go and get him for you if you want.
Why didn't you
Sounds
take the
good.
side trail?
They already saw us.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Okay, I'll
Because
go
this
get him.
is more adventurous.
Greyhide.
What?
Okay, as soon as he leaves, I nudge Greyhide and try to indicate that we are going to knock out that guard, drag him into the bushes, and I'm going to put on his armor and take his place.
But would I and Gilgamesh see this?
That's a good
Probably.
question.
If Gilgamesh hears a noise, he just has to turn around and look.
Damn. Or should we just try to distract him and one of us sneaks away? Do you know, I'm just going to look at the guard and I'm going to say, "Oh, Juno, Greyhide is going to go in and make conversation, but I could have sworn I left something in the carriage the other day. I'll just be right back. I'm just going to go grab it."
Roll
And-
a deception.
And if it works, I'm going to just wander off to the side of the house. Oh. Okay, we've got an 18.
So you're going northward towards the stables with the carriage stuff?
Yes, because that's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. You say that story and he's like, "Wait, you should no, oh, what the hell?" And he
Good
lets
luck,
you
Greyhide.
go
I'll
off.
just say, like, you know what? I'll go after him, and I'll just say, don't worry, I'll go after him. I'll keep an eye on him, and I'll just jaunt along behind Fitz, and hopefully that's not. Too
He's like, "No,
conspicuous.
I hope I don't get in trouble for this." And he goes back to his post.
He shouldn't leave his post. All right, so we're on the trail.
Yeah, you head north on the trail. Are you going actually towards the carriage?
I'm gonna realize Greyhide is following me, and I'm gonna okay. We have to be sneaky, find someone, smack them, I'll impersonate them, and then you talk nicely to the Castellantons. What do you think?
I can do that. I after all, I'm a paladin. Yes, I can talk
You're
nicely.
very good at talking now. You're an excellent paladin.
Thank you. It really means a lot coming from you, Fitz.
Yeah, I mean it very sincerely.
I wonder if we could have a lengthy conversation right now, but probably right now is not the time. But I kind of feel like having a lengthy conversation, just going over a number of things. But
Let's just
maybe it's not the time. It's not the time. Okay.
Okay. So
Enigma does see all this as you're flying along. One of the ravens that were watching you stops watching you, and you see it hop over the edge of the building. And it goes down onto some type of balcony that was right under the ledge of the roof. You'd have to move to the other side of the villa to be able to see what's going on there. But you also see on the front side, this is all happening over here. You see a raven jump off the ledge right there and goes onto some type of balcony, and you can't really make out what they're doing.
Okay.
But you do see Fitz and Greyhide going down this trail over to here right now, that way.
So we're going to be sneaky, and as we're going to go up north, we're going to skirt around, and if we don't run into anyone by the time we get to the north side, we're going to sneak into the carriage area.
Keeping our eyes open for gambling establishments.
Yes, yes.
Sure, of course. That's what we do. That's what we do. Do we? Yeah.
Okay. So you head over to the north side of the villa. You start seeing over there's a lot of shrubbery. It's almost kind of built up against the north side of the villa. But you do see heading towards the carriage. Did you want to go? I'm sorry, I've lost. Did you want to go all the way to the carriage or stop and do something before?
I didn't realize there was shrubbery.
Stables.
There
is still enough room. Like the shrubbery basically goes like this. And you can actually skirt along here if you wanted to.
Can we go between the shrubbery and the wall, like sort of sneak along the side of the wall through the shrubbery?
Yeah, of course.
Let's just Greyhide.
Good idea. Why are we whispering?
Because we're being sneaky.
Oh,
They're probably going to be very upset if they find us here.
oh, really? Okay.
Hopefully no one makes him say headlong into danger.
God.
That'd be terrible.
Hopefully nobody plants any of those ideas in their heads.
As we walk along the wall, I'm also trying to see if there's, number one, anyone hidden in the shrubbery that we can smack, and number two, any windows or any way in through the shrubbery.
Go ahead and roll a perception in there, and I will look up your other question.
17 for perception.
You don't see anyone hiding behind there. You do see some windows that seem to be looking into some type of main room. You can tell by the size of the windows.
What is the chances that someone with a background in corporate espionage could sneak into one of those windows?
You suddenly hear a noise. It sounds like... And then you suddenly hear a... as a crossbow bolt flies up from the balcony from the backside and tries to hit a bat that's floating above the villa.
Ooh, that's no good.
It goes off though, about a foot away from Enigma. A crossbow bolt flies past you.
Whoa! Somebody's firing something. There's someone is shooting at that bat up there that we are unfamiliar with. We definitely don't know who that bat. I mean, what that bat is, or I try signaling to Enigma, like, come down.
No, get out of here! Don't let them shoot you. And
don't come down and land in here. We need you.
No, don't come down and land in.
You're getting two signals right now, Enigma. You see Fitz trying to shoo you off, and you see Greyhide trying to shoo you to come towards them.
Okay, I'm just gonna totally ignore Fitz and go towards whatever Greyhead's saying. And my stupid little bat hands give Fitz the finger.
Of course.
Stupid little bat hands. I think they're adorable bat hands.
Roll a, how are you doing? Are you just going straight down, or are you trying to like stealth? Are you trying to deceive them somehow, like you're going away and coming back, or how are you going about it?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm just gonna beeline towards Greyhide. No stealth, nothing, just tunnel vision.
Okie dokie. You see Enigma, the bat, Enig bat, come down, flying, beelining down straight into the shrubbery.
Enigma, are you all right? Were you followed? Why did you?
Just don't even talk to me, please.
Enigma's hanging upside down on like a limb, saying that to you.
All right. Well, I guess I guess we keep going here.
You hear some noises, and
Did you hear
there's
that?
someone coming around the corner. Go ahead and roll stealth, everybody.
Oh no! If they find us, we're going to smack them and take their place. Yes? And I whisper this, and because I'm whispering, I only get an 11.
I rolled a nice 16. Very stealthy.
And what does Enigma roll for stealth?
She's a bat.
She's gonna be hard to see anyways.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
Sorry, I
to shoot
couldn't
it.
find it. It was right under.
It's in the S's. I don't know why it's not showing up on my screen.
Oh, there it is. 18.
And it's actually way higher because you're a bat and hard to see right now. So, yeah, you see actually come around. You see one of the kids, and he has this crossbow that's like he's holding. It's a young boy, and he's holding this crossbow, and it's like dragging on the ground as he comes by. And you can see him there. He like gets down and starts cranking it again. And he starts looking around for a bit.
I think maybe we should talk to this kid and get some information.
I don't think that.
You're gonna say it again. He was gonna say it again. I don't think that's a good idea, Greyhide.
And
You were gonna say that, weren't you?
And he said, and he kind of
Try
looks
winking.
disappointed, and he walks away, back behind the.
That's a
villain.
cool crossbow you got there.
You actually say that out loud?
Yes,
Boy.
we're invited in here. We're invited guests, and we just happen
No,
to see a
we're
young
not.
child.
We are
being
not
playful.
invited. We are not invited guests.
That's a cool
The-
crossbow you have there. I do actually say that.
The kid comes over, and he looks and he looks, and he says, "Oh, who's in there?" And you hear from the balcony in the back. Blah 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 blah. Sorry. Sorry, I was looking for the name of the kid. I wrote it down somewhere, and I forgot where I wrote it.
You just had to make conversation, Greyhide. You just had to make conversation with him. This is
Well, we're getting information. There's nuance to what I'm doing.
They
There's
just-
nuance.
They just tried to shoot Enigma. What do you think they're
It
gonna
was
do?
a kid who thought it was a bat. It was a kid playing with a toy. He was a youngster.
Okay.
Okay, try to keep him talking as
Yes.
long as possible.
Oh, Greyhide has to say headlong into danger.
Headlong into danger is what I used to say when I had a crossbow when I was your age. I used to charge around and I used to shoot at bats when I saw them in the sky. And that's what I used to say. Do you like
Good.
shooting at bats?
You hear from around the building. You hear, Terenzio, who are you speaking to?
Of course.
You
of
do
course.
anything?
And I'll say, I'll just go to him in a playful sort of way. I'm like,
Make sure you wink.
Roll
And
a
I'll wink
persuasion.
kids love me.
He gets the wrong idea.
Well, that's not very persuasive.
Whee! Well, he's a kid, so maybe you don't need much. He likes to play.
I
I
leaned.
rolled.
Can
I
I
rolled
give
for
him,
it. Go ahead.
Can I give him advantage if I lean down and I say, "Yes, we're playing a game of hide and seek with your parents, but you can't tell them we're here. They're very, very sneaky."
Roll a deception.
That's a good one.
I mean, I'm just. You're the one who said bloody hello to them. 13, not much better.
Oh wow. Okay. He rolled a natural one. He goes. He lights up a bit, and he goes, "No one."
Oh, you're so
So
cute.
weird.
Okay.
What is that?
So
Give the
I'm gonna-
DM a reroll.
Oh no!
Thank you, lethal distance. I just rolled a natural 20, and the kid goes, "I'm just kidding. They're over here." And you hear a voice from the other side, "Who's there?" Give the player a reroll, Greyhide.
I'll just say, "Oh, we're friends of Maximus. He's just showing us around." That's a terrible one. But anyway, I get me a
That's a
reroll
terrible one.
for persuasion. I'll say that. Oh, I'll just say we're just friends of
Better
Maximus.
roll that
having
20.
fun.
Oof.
What's that? That's a 13. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Oh well.
I don't know who Maximus is, but you'd better leave now. And Enigma, actually, you see, because you were looking out for it, you see the ravens suddenly appear, looking over the edge of the house in the north part. They've all collected right here, all 4 of them, looking over the edge, down at you all. Or at least, let me see. If they... Wow, they suck. Never mind. They're looking for you. They can't seem to pinpoint you, but they're looking throughout the shrubbery. And you hear Amalia said, "I don't know who Maximus is, but I am calling the guards. You better be out of here before they come."
Okay, so I'm gonna say, Greyhide, leave with a boy, and then I'm gonna hide behind Greyhide, transform so that I look like the boy, and then run out the other side of the shrubs.
And then I murder the boy.
No, don't murder. Well, I don't love that. Just come outside. I don't know.
Okay.
I-
I'll,
Can I
I'll
turn
kill
into
him.
normal?
I'll follow the boy.
Can I turn
I'll
into
just
a
follow the
normal
boy
person now?
slowly. I'll say,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I'll leave if you ask. Just this armor is a little bit clanky, so it might. So I walk
shit.
really slowly behind the boy."
Perfect.
If you, so do you mean just for your snap camera, or do you mean for like Enigma turns back into normal Enigma?
Can Enigma turn back into normal Enigma?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So you also see Enigma reappear in the bushes behind you,
Oh,
but hidden.
What's up?
So remind me
this
what's going
kid's
on again.
being a real.
Fitz, I got turned illusioned into the boy. By the way, you look a little bit taller than the boy, because you can only change your height by a foot.
10.
But
Okay.
you look like him otherwise. And then, what was Greyhide doing?
I'm just walking really slow, like, towards the exit, so that the boy thinks I'm leaving. But I'm walking very slow in my armor.
Roll a perception. Fig, roll a perception. See how much of this you're picking up. So you're walking towards the boy. Okay.
Not much.
You don't pick up exactly what's being said, but you hear that there's some type of heightened thing going on over there. That there's certain people shouting and yelling and stuff.
Oh, I should. I'll go. You hear that, Gilgamesh? I'm gonna go see what's going on. Make sure.
I don't hear
there's no-
anything, but if you say so.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'll be right back.
All right. He's using the end of his spear to clean his teeth. You head over to the north side where the noise is coming from, and you would have seen this scene going on. You see the boy, Terenzio, out in front with holding a crossbow, looking into the bushes. You see a slightly taller version of him going out the north side of the bushes, and you see you probably wouldn't see Enigma, but you see Greyhide slowly walking out of the bushes towards the boy. And you hear at the very end, you hear, Gods, where are you?
Ma'am. Maximus. Reporting, ma'am.
Maximus, did you bring these people here? They said that they're with you.
What? No. What? Who?
These, they're... And you hear some footsteps going down some wooden stairs, it sounds like.
I was told by Wilfred that they were your guests.
She comes around finally. You see Amalia Castellanter. She has like a nice purple robe on with some maroon trimmings around the edges. Simple cloth, just high quality, but not going out or anything like that. And she's holding her little thin pipe, and she walks up. She comes into view around the corner here, around over here.
Does she see all of them yet? Clearly, or
she
no?
sees Greyhide.
Okay.
And says, "I don't know who you are, but I want you to escort him out.
Oh, right away.
And then report him to the city guard."
Oh, of course, man. So they were not your... I was told you had invited them? You had met them at some, opera.
Ah.
I have never seen this man in my life.
Oh, no, not me. No. But some people that I'm expecting, they're going to be arriving shortly, and I was told to deliver you this message.
Who are you expecting?
My guests, and they gave a message that is only for your ears. That I am about to deliver to you right now. But they will be following along shortly. And
ma'am, do you want to hear this message, or do I escort this man? Like, Alpha's just taking the role too seriously now.
Roll a deception.
Um.
You can both
Greyhide?
roll, or someone can roll with advantage.
Deception.
And what is Fitz and Enigma doing while this is going on?
Okay, I rolled a 23.
Deception.
Oh wow.
My deception is a jack shit. So let's go with hers.
Ma'am, would you
Yeah.
like to hear this my man's message, ma'am, or would you like me to escort him?
Yes, go on with your message. Meanwhile, Terenzio says, "Does that mean you're not playing hide and seek?"
Ooh, awkward.
I said, "Oh, we saw the boy. I had a conversation with him about his crossbow, and I had one as a young boy. But as for the message, it certainly must be delivered indoors, and that's why I have not told it to you as of yet. So it must be delivered indoors with my gentryman, Mr. Fitzgeoffrey Delaliel. He must be with me, so if we can go indoors, we can then deliver the message."
Ma'am, do you
Because
require an escort?
there are prying eyes about. See, the birds above are not what they seem, if you understand.
Ma'am, do you require an escort?
No. You, Maximus, was it? You may go back to your post. Where is this Fitz fellow you mentioned?
I'm glad you asked. Fitz and his consort, Enigma. Chop chop. Make yourselves known.
What do you two do?
Would you like me to? This seems no place for a child. Would you like me to bring them inside?
Well, aren't you the little overachiever? Yes. Go take them. Go take them through the back.
Yes.
Um,
Let's go.
I might as well tell you now that what we're going to be discussing is a theatrical matter, but it is of most
boy.
diplomatic importance, let us say. And I know you are a proponent of the theater, and I'm a man of the theater myself. But my associates, who are certainly invited, they'll be joining me immediately, and then we will discuss inside this important diplomatic matter of
Are you
theatrical
talking about,
importance.
let's say, a theater above ground or a below ground?
Well, I normally wouldn't say this sort of thing under these eyes, but
Those
below
eyes
ground.
will not bother us.
Okay, well, it's below ground.
Interesting. Well, yes. Terenzo and Elzarina, and you see Elzarina back there, kind of hiding behind one of the shrubberies, flowers. That it's a little girl. They both have brownish blonde hair. Now that you see them, they look like twins.
So I guide them towards the back.
So are Fitzgeoffrey and Enigma approaching it all?
So while all of this is happening, I have been keeping an eye on it and trying to find a moment that nobody is sort of watching, and that the lady Amalia is looking at a child, Terenzio, in a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run out of the other side of the bush and run all the way around until I find a way into the house.
This way?
As Terenzio. I guess if she's on that side of the bush, then yes, that way. I'm just going to run
Okay.
down the path, laughing slightly but quietly, as if I'm just a little boy running around, having the
Greyhide
loveliest
forgot
time.
that you were already dressed as a little boy, and now he has to sort of figure his way out of that.
Yeah,
Greyhide forgot that, not Brombachter.
So
Greyhide.
if he's headed
Yeah.
that way as Terenzio, where am I headed with the actual Terenzio and the girl?
Oh, sorry, my screen just turned on Flux. Okay.
Because I'm
You're
bringing them
headed.
inside as well.
You're headed this way, and there's a door right there.
Okay.
I think that's the door that they would use. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll just go. Should I just go ahead with Lady Amalia and just say that my associates may join us later? It's like, they might show up later. Perhaps I'll just come along with you and I'll deliver you the message in person. It seems these my guests are a little bit delayed.
Oh, very well. And so Enigma stays outside, hidden.
Unless Enigma,
or
you want to just follow in right now.
I'm probably gonna follow these guys.
Okay.
Just so I don't be left behind.
Sorry about dropping that. So you actually head this way into a door right there.
Oh, okay.
Fig does. Sorry.
Oh, Fig does. Okay.
With the kids.
With the real kids.
Yeah, with the kids.
Okay.
I'm going to try to just run into the... I'm just going to run and try the front door. I don't think the guards will stop me because I'm the prince. And sorry, are there any other doors? What are my door options?
As you run around, there's a door here, here, and, well, there's one here, but you don't know about that one per se.
Right, I'm going to do the one just to the south of the main door. It'll run laughing past the guards.
Is that the mudroom door?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I run into the mudroom.
Yeah, you see a guard there who seems a little surprised when you walk in and says, "Whoa, over there. What are you? Oh, Terenzio. Yes. Can I help you with anything?"
I'm playing hide and seek, and then I just get out of that room as quickly as possible.
Roll a deception. Usually wouldn't have to, but in this case, you're a bit taller than Terenzio. It looks kind of strange.
That is fair. Oh, we've got a 10.
He rolled a 1. He says, kids these days, they grow so fast. So this building there, oh no. Lethal just gave the DM a reroll.
Why?
Really?
Everything is going too well.
Wow,
Finally
who
made
is
it
this
inside.
Still only rolled an 8, so the guy's like, something doesn't seem right about that, but oh well.
Oh, lethal.
So you go in through the door right there. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. You go in through the door right here, and it goes into a room that looks it's just a small little mud room with a door going out this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Perfect. I go at the door.
Okay. Yeah. That is... Okay, sorry. So, you go in here, you see the guard. You see several rows of muddy boots and gardening gloves, as well as gardening tools against the wall. And you go into the next room, which actually opens up quite large. Is this gonna fit? Yeah, this will fit. Goes to a room that looks like ginormous, with a door this way and a door over here. And the description of this room is this is obviously a library. You suddenly, the scent of old parchment enters your nostrils. The walls are lined with tall shelves that seem packed with different colorful leather-bound books. Each of the shelves has a ladder on it. And against the entire south wall, which is over here, you see what seems to be tall shelves, but instead of books, you see these glass bottles with some type of cap on them, and they have they seem to be swirling mist inside of them, of each one of them.
Interesting. Channeling my innate dark elven abilities, I cast a quick detect magic around the room.
You see all the different bottles against that wall on all these shelves. They all light up with magic.
Wow.
Also, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah. Also, on the north wall there, you see a giant portrait of Lord and Lady Castle Lantern with two infant children standing beside a teenage son. But
Interesting.
but you don't see any magic on it or anything like that.
So I'm going to slip one of those little bottles into my pocket and make for the door.
They're not little. They're like this big.
Damn. I'm going to perceive for footsteps of anyone coming inside, and if I have enough time, I'm going to just run up to the bottles, and I'm going to cast detect magic right on one of them to just see if I can get any more insight as to what they are.
You focus in on it, and eventually you realize that it's some type of conjuration magic.
Conjuration. Fuck it. I grab one, and then I go for the door on the right.
Okay. While you're doing that,
Sneakily.
Alpha, you head into through a door that's right here, and you go into that room. And you see it appears to be some type of reading room. There's interesting enough, there's two bay windows on this little alcove looking out into the garden next to this door here. You see a luxurious armchair with a small side table where there's a wine glass, half-drank wine glass, and a small book. You see sitting in that chair Victorio Castellanter in his nice, noble clothes. He's reading a book, from what you can tell.
Ooh.
This seems to be actually made as a reading room. There's not much there other than that little table, the bay windows, the armchair. And that little table has the wine and the book on it.
The kids rushed in ahead of me, I guess.
Yeah, they rush in, and Victoria looks up and smiles when he sees his kids.
Aww.
And they say,
"Nice man."
They say, he looks at you and says, "Pray tell, this is a little strange. What are you doing in here? Kids,
yes.
go find your nanny."
The lady asked me to invite them in. Not invite as part. The lady asked me to escort them in while she attended to guests that arrived.
What type of guest?
They, I'm not quite sure, sir. They mentioned something about. I overheard. I apologize. Something about a theater. I don't know. They have a message. I'm not certain. I was just told to bring the kids out of the garden.
Theater. That's strange. I better go see what it is. Very well. Take the kids to the nanny, and I shall go see what this is about.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. So I go in I see the door where the kids went through, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the kids seem to know where to go.
Right. I just kind of follow them awkwardly.
Okay.
And I look around. Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, you can look around here. Go ahead and roll perception. You might get something.
Nope.
No. We'll come back to you. Yeah, you don't see anything else stand out in that room. But they seem to take you around and eventually go to the second floor. They take you in through... Well, actually, interesting enough, they actually come through here. And Fitz, you start hearing this noise of someone coming towards the door, of the kids talking in that other room.
Yikes.
I get
That's
out
a
of
good
there
one.
in a hurry.
Where do you go?
The other door, the door.
Okay.
It's not that door.
Yep, that opens up into another room.
Also, goodbye, Father. Yes, quick perception check. What have we got going in this room? I close the door behind me.
So
Okay.
I'm entering the room that Fitz was just in.
Yep. And the kids immediately don't even keep going. They stop and they look around. One smiles at the other, and they start jumping on the ladders that are hooked up to the bookshelves on wheels. And they go whee and start sliding the ladders back and forth on the bookshelves.
Oh, they're such cute children.
Fitz, in this room, you see what seems to be an entry of some sort into the entire. It's an entrance hall into the villa. You see a magnificent harpsichord sits in the hall that in the center of it. Sorry, up against the wall right there. And then you see the red carpet runs all the way down the hall to the door at the north side there from the entrance. The light from the chandelier is reflecting off more than 36 holy symbols of some sort. Actually, you would know this one. It's Siamorph, which is the god of nobility.
Ah, splendid. I say a quick prayer to the god of nobility to keep an eye on me, and I go for the door that goes into the rest of the building, and I peek out of it and look back and forth like I'm a cute little boy playing hide and seek.
In the meantime, outside, Victoro comes out and says, "My darling, what is this about?" And Victoro says, Amalia says, "Oh, they're here for the theater underground, I do believe." And he says, "Oh, really? Well, let us go without delay then." And they actually take you through the same room that the kids just went through. Let me see if there's a... Yep. And they... Fitz, they're actually coming into the main entryway there. They see the kids swinging on the bookshelves, and they say, "Torenzo, get down from there."
Should I go find the nanny?
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know where I'm going, so I head to the next door.
Sorry.
I guess where Fitz went.
This is very awkward. Actually, we're busy. How about just send him back outside, honey? The guard will watch him. The guard? I don't trust a random guard.
I'm already quickly headed towards the other room, like pretending I didn't hear unless they say something.
But I suppose that's best. You there, whatever your name is. Take the kids outside. Watch them in the butterfly garden. Make sure they don't go anywhere.
Yes, sir.
So is it Greyhide and Enigma who are following them down into the theater now, or?
Yep, you're
Okay.
seeing all this happen as they talk to Fig and telling her to take the kids out to the butterfly garden.
Right. And so I am like, crap. And I turn around and I'm like, children, let's go play hide and seek outside.
Greyhide is going. I got a question for the DM. Is if I were to do divine sense, would it be? Can I do it undetected, or is it sort of a noticeable thing for anyone?
So it's not really that noticeable. I mean, you do grab like some type of holy symbol.
Okay.
Or in this case, your gauntlet or something, and then your eyes kind of flare up. But you can roll a stealth to try to make it. It's not very noticeable, anyways. But you can roll a stealth to make it unnoticeable.
I'll roll stealth. So while we're walking, I'll just reach out and see what exactly kind of trouble we're getting into.
Also, is Enigma as a
She's
bat
with me.
clinging to you, or is she as a human walking?
She's a
to you?
human now.
Human, right?
Well, human. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
No
always
longer back.
human.
You do the ping outward, boop, 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 and you don't notice anything at first. But then at the very edge, underneath you, maybe 1-2 floors below you, it's hard to tell, you see the presence of a fiend go by.
A fiend.
Oh crap.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Fitz, you now hear Victoro and Amalia coming towards the front entrance into the entrance hall that you're at.
Yes, I bolt through the door into the interior of the
north?
building,
Okay.
and I just slip through the door like a cute little child, close it behind me, and look around.
Okay. You head into what seems to be a pretty big room here. It looks like... Oops. Who did that? It looks like this. And you see what appears to be stairs going up to the second floor there. You actually see, in this room, you see those stairs. This is obviously a foyer. You see 2 guards that are posted on the side of the wall, not in front of any doors, just kind of keeping a lookout anywhere. They both look at you as you come in and stand a bit more at attention. You see the door to the entrance hall they just came from. You see an open arch that leads to a spacious dining room to the north over here. You see 3 unmarked doors on the east wall that leads over here. And you see a somewhat unassuming door, but you notice it nonetheless over here. That's underneath the stairs. Other than that, it just kind of looks like a central hub of the whole house.
I cast a quick detect magic, but I try to smile and, be like, shh for the guards as I cast it, and I crouch down a little bit so that I'm not quite as tall, and I sort of go, shh, but I'm also doing a detect magic.
Roll a deception.
Deception. 16.
Okay. They look at you kind of strangely. One smiles, one looks a little closer. But you cast detect magic and you look around. You don't see any magic around you.
Damn, which door? I'm going to giggle like I'm playing hide and seek, and I'm going to run to the door that's under the staircase.
Okay.
And try it to see if it opens.
Okay. Okay. You head down there. Oh, I see. Okay. It opens up, and one of the guards says, "I'm not sure you should be going down there. Are you sure about that? Do you have permission to go down there?"
And I'm going to say, yeah, playing hide and seek with my parents. Don't tell them I'm down here.
Okay. And I will use your deception from before. You're able to go down into the cellar.
Okay, and I close the door behind me.
All right. You head down there. It immediately feels like damp and cold down here, which is a little strange. Back to the rest of you. They continue to lead you the same way that Fitz went, actually. They lead you through here, up here, and they start heading towards that cellar. Eventually, because it's getting late, they will take you and just interrupt me, Greyhide and Enigma, if you're going to do anything, or Fitz if you're going to do anything during this. You go down that cellar and you look around, you don't necessarily see anything that stands out, but you see the castle lanterns with Greyhide and Enigma. You're able to kind of hide. It's not hard in this cellar. And you see them go by. They go through a room over into another connecting part of the cellar. And they go up to a wall. They push against it and it opens as a secret entrance. And they take you down this spiral. It opens up into some type of staircase. And it goes down for a bit. Eventually it comes off into a spiraling staircase that goes down. Greyhide and Enigma, you look around. You're pretty sure you've seen this area before. This was where you came in when you saw the demons patrolling. It's just off a little bit to the side from that location.
Oh, so this is where the path. So now we have the evidence that the two paths link up, right? So the demons underneath lead directly under the castle lanterns. That's where we are, or did we already know that?
Yeah,
But
I
this
think
is-
we just learned that.
You
Yeah,
just
we just
learned
learned
that.
that.
Wow.
Yes.
You also hear chanting, really faint in the distance. Coming from somewhere. It's echoing around from two different directions from either side of you.
Crap.
The spiral staircase can continue going on downward.
Well,
You see a chain, that same chain devil, chains undulating with tattoos. And he walks by. He sees you. Kind of stares right at you, looking straight at you, but continues to walk by you. You can kind of smell the smell of sweat and sulfur in one as he goes by. Enigma sees all this too as you're going down there. What is Fitz going to do during this,
Shit.
by the way?
Fitz is sneaking behind, but from a very far distance, because he really doesn't want them to see him. But he's sort of sneaking behind, just sort of seeing what's going to happen.
Okay. So you go through the
Terrified.
secret door with them as they're going down and you see that happening from the shadows above. You see that whole scene play out.
Yes.
And then, Fig, the kids outside are like, can we go back into the library? Let's play on the ladders again.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't want to
You're
be inside the
nice.
house.
well,
I want to be inside the house anyways, and
Okay, so you go back
Okay.
through the reading room with them, with the stand had like a book on it, and the guy and Victoria had a book that he put down that he was reading. He has it open, facing downward.
let's also play hide and seek.
Okay,
How?
we'll hide.
be
You
it?
count to 100.
Okay. 1.
You have to cover your eyes,
Oh. 1.
and you hear scurrying about. You hear one of them go through the door back into the garden. You hear one go deeper into the house.
And then I'm like really much later. 2. I'm still walking around.
All right,
And,
you see the book that's on the stand next to the armchair. He was the book that's actually on the stand seems to be a
Yeah.
personal journal of Victoria.
Okay.
You can pick it up and it's not labeled. You look and it's handwritten on it. He has days labeled on it. It's obviously a journal.
So, if I go quickly to the first page, did I pick up any quick?
Let's see. Yeah. It's a small book. It seems to be mainly like note taking. That's kind of his style, more so than like each like day. He would just write down like a date and like a note that he's made in there.
Do I notice anything about the dates, like dating back like 3 years or more than that?
No. Roll a investigation. And this will be the last roll before we quit because it's getting late.
13.
13. With that, you see Neverember's dragons are an answer to our prayers. It's just a quick note he wrote.
I quickly take the book and I put it in my pack.
So you say one
Woohoo.
more. You see one more, and it says, "Galore is an aboleth." Now it all makes sense.
Would
Oh,
I
now
know? Would
very-
Fig know from her experiences what that is?
No, you'd have no idea.
Okay, so I put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Is there a book that looks sort of similar to ish in color, shape, or kind of that I can spot lying around?
You can go into the library, roll a perception, see if how well you can spot something.
14.
You find one. It's not quite right. It's a little bigger. It actually has a title on it, but you could put that face down.
Yeah, that's
But,
what I
you
do,
could try
just
it.
so it's not immediately apparent that a book is missing
All right.
from like a pedestal or.
Alrighty. We'll stop there then.
Can I do one last thing?
What do you want to do?
So as soon as Fitz has seen enough to realize that this is in fact the orphanage with the demons, he's then going to, as quickly and quietly as he can, run all the way back up the stairs, take a moment to like hyperventilate, and then burst back up into the main room in tears and say, "Oh my God! Someone go get the city watch! There's a devil under the house and it's attacking Ma and Pa! Someone please go get the watch! Oh my God! Ah!"
Not
You go
bad.
up there. Roll a deception.
Oh, we've got an 11, and only because I've got a +6 to such things. Can I roll with advantage because I'm screaming, crying, or does that not help?
One of the guards comes up to you, and he lifts you. He tries to put his arms around you, which
Oh boy.
obviously gets like your thigh section,
Bugger!
and he kind of feels you up a little bit.
Oh, that's
Just at
not
that moment-
consensual.
You notice, now that he's close, his beard kind of undulates a little bit. It writhes.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Of course
Boy.
the guards are devils. Of course they're devils. Why would they
Oh.
not be normal people? They're bearded devils. That's
Boy.
great.
But thank you for that last little bit. So we'll end there with one cheer from Jessica Chin King. Jessica Chin King, yes. And, oh, that's you. And we'll see what happens next time. Just as a reminder, in case anyone's watching and hasn't done so yet, put Xanathar into the chat. Xanathar, and you can win a free mini designed by you, printed by me, and painted by Tim. So if there's anyone left,
It's gonna be wild
for that-
next week.
We're all gonna die. We're
in
die.
some. We're in some.
You are in some deep crap.
Not me, because as far as we're concerned, we're guests of the Lord and the Lady of the Manor, and we're well covered. So we might be able to spin that to our advantage, even though Fitz has just got himself into a devil of a pickle. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I
Yeah.
thought I was saving us because I thought you guys were going to die, but now it turns out that
It turns out that I'm the hero. You know, my silly random hero, theater thing
yes,
has sort of. I hit some sort of key word that got us into the belly of the beast.
But you
Boy,
know,
safely.
guys.
I was so ready to be like, theater again, seriously, but no.
You can
No,
you
that
can hear the
worked
chanting from the
very
theater
well.
now.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to blow my cover. I'm going to play my cards very close to the chest because Enigma and I, we're safe. We're going to be right in the belly of the beast. So we shall.
So by the
see.
way, the winner of this time was Red Baron. So I'll reach out to you, Red Baron. Actually, we know that guy. He's one of the many Matts we know. And so we'll reach out to him and get that sorted away. And I see Tim Tinies is still there. So check Tim Tinies out too on his Instagram. You can find it as Tim Tinies.
Okay, I
Thank
have
you for
it.
tuning in, everybody.
Tinies.
I have it
Thank
right
you
here. I have it right
for
here.
joining us.
I'm going to
What are you
cook some
doing?
beautiful
You sharing
ramen
your screen or
soup.
something?
In a moment.
I'm gonna share it.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Beautiful.
just
Oh, put in the chat.
I'm totally gonna do the same thing. Ramen sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
check
I'm
out
not
Tim
gonna put
Tiny's
that against him,
right there.
All right, Tim
Thank you.
Tinies. I'm gonna go
Opening
follow
line.
Tim Tinies on Instagram
Tim
right now.
Tinies. Wait.
Bye, Screaming
I
Drag
didn't
On.
see there.
Thanks for coming by. And
so,
we shall see you
Good night.
next time.
Tim Tinies.